Okay, so there we go. Fucking. Because I don't know what else. Yep, he's spinning. What's happening here? Probably made a new show. Probably made a new video. All right, we have to go over to YouTube. Because I didn't lose Digger's stream. I didn't. Why does YouTube kick you? YouTube didn't. It was again Streamlabs that died. All right, so we have to go back, or I guess, no, I have to close this and open up a new thing. God, I hate these setups. That they can't just all work the same way with one thing. They just make a thing, and that's a thing, and that's that. No, I got to open this, and then click this to go there. And then click this to go there. All right, your videos. We're still good there. Where is it? Let's go to live. We have to wait for a new video because that'll kill our viewers. So why not fuck it up even more? All right, there we go. A couple of people watching. I have to get this chat over. Close that. Have to put this one over here. All right. There. We fell off like clothes on a stripper. Hey, jokes. We got jokes. Oh boy, it's gonna get. Can I get naked and lay in the sun yet? Says King Kong Dong. I don't know. Rusty Grammar screaming refresh. Mr. Q happy joy. I mean, or unhappy pain in the ass. That's the way I'd word it. We are doing it, says unnerving brain. Or is that supposed to be? No, that's Brian? Unnerving brain? Or Brian. Brian is B-R-I-A-N, and that's brain. I can't read today. Hello, King Kong Dong. Welcome back. Johnny's going to be mad. I am mad. I blame those Phillies, says Rusty Grammar. I don't, because it's not their fault. It's, again, it's the fucking Streamlabs thing. Like, I was sitting here, and Streamlabs, like, glitched out for a second, looked like it was trying to launch a stream, and then I just looked down at the bottom, and it said 0 reconnecting. Apply sunscreen to your schlong. Dude, I fell asleep in the sun when I was 16? 15, 16? In Las Vegas at noon for an hour. I fell asleep face down in the sun by a pool in Las Vegas at noon for like an hour. I don't remember if I put on any sunblock or any protection. All I know is whatever protections I put on were not adequate. They were incredibly not adequate. I was lobster red. I couldn't get out of bed. I was laying face down in a bed for like 3 days. It was horrible. Just have Chuck Norris help with Streamlabs. They will keep Streamlabs. That will keep Streamlabs running. Yeah, dude. Just get Chuck Norris. Is he able to do stuff still? Like, no offense. How old is Chuck Norris? I feel like calling in Grandpa really isn't the solution anymore. Where are we there? We did that. We did this is the Oakley's thing, so let's get rid of you. That's the cat rescue. The McDonald's one that we were going to do. Close. Chaos as the federal. Oh, we've got the story about federal officers in tactical gear going into a Latino community in Minneapolis, so we got a little bit of local drama. We've already got the first hour done, so we're going through the next 3.5 hours. We might want to get started on doing some real stuff. Dear Lord. We were looking on this Amazon for prices. Do we have a story on this, or is this a rip and read? Nope. We don't have a story. It's a rip and read, but they want to use robots to deliver your packages. I don't know how you feel about it. I don't really care, but I mean, if they're doing it all right, fine. But it's how it starts, is normalizing the use of robots and everything. And then surprise, surprise, our automaton overlords start controlling everything. Fred Norris. Right, we don't need Chuck Norris. We need his cousin or his nephew, Fred. We need Fred Norris to up and chuck stuff. Keep robots away from your packages, says SH. Which packages? Skynet, says King Kong Dong. I mean, that's how you build it. That's not with a warship, but with a delivery droid. Look, you don't make the shackles of robots that enslave humanity with missiles, guns, and threats of bodily harm. No. You make it with a robot that cooks cooks your breakfast, brews your coffee, and says, "Have a nice day." That's how you do it. It'll get everybody just to fall in line, and it's all fine. And then, once they're in control, then you wheel out the giant robot death machines. That's when they're useful. Before then, they'll just be detrimental to your cause. Okay, so Amazon is going to send robots out to deliver your packages. I feel like that's great for packages that are heavy, but at least we'll see less people injured by pit bulls because it's robots now. And the robot can rip the dog's throat out. I don't know. It could go better. Stop making them look like humans, says SH. No, but that's the thing. People are uncomfortable with the robots if they look like robots because it shoves the fact that they're robots in their face. Humanizing them is what makes you feel comfortable around them. So it's a way of making you comfortable. The only good thing about Skynet, we will eventually get Arnold Schwarzenegger coming back in time to save the future. I don't think so, King Kong Dong. I think that was a movie. Pretty sure Arnold Schwarzenegger is a real person, and he ain't going back in time. Although he might like to. Here's your recent Chuck Norris. Okay, we got a recent Chuck Norris. Wild Saffron. Your recent Chuck Norris. How recent is this Chuck Norris? I ask you. This looks like, forgive me for being, this looks like a young Chuck. I don't know. The Trumpist. Oh, did I not unmute it?
Well, I used to be a Democrat, but unfortunately the Democrats went too far to the left, and the Republicans moved into their position that the Democrats were 40 years ago. See, and so what the Democrats believed 40 years ago, the Republicans believe today.
Bullshit. Nobody believes in closing up government loopholes and all that shit. Again, I can understand what he's saying, and I agree. There are a lot of, like, if you were in the middle, if you were a moderate, if you were a fence sitter before, you're a Republican. Now, like, I understand that, I agree with that, but that's fine. But I think we need to start burning down these rumors that there's differences in the sides and things will change if you just vote for the other team. No, it won't.
And so I realized that I had to go to a Republican because the Democrats just got too far off the trail.
Ooh, let's color specific words so we can fucking really push our propaganda. I hate this shit. Look, I'm not saying none of the stuff being presented here is real or anything like that. I'm saying they're taking facts and they're using them not only the way they present them. Lost all reality. All right. The Trumpist. Oh, start a shotgun. Wow, Johnny is depressed. I had a little bit of hope in Donald Trump. There's definitely been a shift. Both sides are the same, and they're better off the more divided we are. Absolutely, King Kong Dong. They're better off the more divided we are. We're better off the more they're not allowed to be in government. Like, honestly, that's my last bastion of hope has died out for me. So, like, I honestly believe, like, to fix things, and it isn't going to happen, but we need to, like, literally, like, raise this thing to the ground and build a new one, because this, you can't, the people inside are too determined to be corrupt and evil, and they're determined that the game stays corrupt and evil so that they can stay inside and corrupt and evil. Like, there's no way to do it. You need to make an example that those people in charge can't be corrupt and evil, or there's reprisals, but there are no reprisals. There is no judiciary committee that holds these people to account. They're all friends washing each other's balls. Mussolini diff, it might be too late for her, but she could get a Power Gym XL anyway. I don't know. Pam Bondi took my hope and squashed it. Pam Bondi was the start of an avalanche of I told her so. People were calling me a dick on both sides of the field, where I'm like, yeah, but Kamala Harris sucks, blah, 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 blah. Trump's going to win, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, well, Trump this, Trump that. And I'm like, I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm just saying those are the facts. Those are the facts. But you are black and you are a cunt, Ernie. Those are the facts. So it's just, it was the kind of thing. Then like I said, I got weirdly hopeful when it looked like they were trying to assassinate Trump, that maybe Trump was going to do stuff. And he did some stuff with the border shit. But overall, I'd say most of what he did was smoke and mirrors. The January 6th stuff was important, helping getting those people free. That's great. But like I said, the big, beautiful bill is a problem. And if it's built around the idea that tax cuts are going to pay for it, or that spending cuts in Doge and things are going to pay for it, then you need to make sure those things happen. But he didn't. Because, again, anyways, I just like both sides and the few people pulling their strings. It's a good way to be, cracking, slapping. It's a good way to be. I don't find they really affect my life all that much. Local politics matters much more, but I'm in the middle of nowhere. But you're right, Roy Sombrero. Local politics is where you have an actual effect. That's where it actually matters who you vote for. That's what's going to affect your day-to-day. So what Johnny is saying is that some people did some things. Right, SH? Some people did some things. The Epstein list was a carrot that has been dangling for too long now. Oh, phrasing. Carrot or an uncircumcised schwanz? We are going to get the tax-free overtime and tax-free tips, though. That's a big thing. I don't really need a tax break then to send me more money. I just need them to let me keep more of mine, says Mr. Q. Yeah, fine. That's great, Mr. Q. But they're also increasing spending. So they're taking in less money. They're spending more. They haven't cut the military budget a single iota. So congratulations. You're keeping more of your money. Our economy, our country is still hurling into a deficit void that is going to make your money seem worthless eventually. Eventually, at some point, your money won't mean anything because we owe so much everywhere. It's just printed garbage. And the whole problem I have with this is nobody, Republicans or Democrats, nobody will cut military spending. Just like nobody, I don't feel like there's a politician that represents me. There is no politician out there going, I want to cut military spending. I want us to stop fucking dealing with Israel. Like, we're not Israel's big brother anymore. Israel solves its own fucking problems. They don't get our funding. They don't get our money. They don't get our military support because, seriously, it's not our fucking country. I don't want to be involved. All right. Anyways, a midget is a really big black guy. I don't believe you, Mussolini Diff. I mean, that sounds cool. I like that term, a midget. But I don't know. That just seems like wish fulfillment. All right, I think we finally caught back up with where we were before our little video snafu. Where is that? Yeah, there we go. We're getting back up there on YouTube. So YouTube's catching back up. Thank you for being there on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. A little bit low today, but then we did have the whole fucking fail to launch thing for a minute there, so we might have to call that a thing. Our lady's still over there reading her lovely little book. That's nice. Let's get over to this. We covered that. Thank you for the Chuck Norris clip. Video details. Oh, that's right, because I had to launch another window. Alrighty. Oof, boy. Minneapolis. We've got a video for this, so let's go to this. No, not now. I'll get my phone in a minute to check. But if you want to help support the program on Twitch, Venmo, PayPal, Streamlabs, all of that, all of it counts when we have it issuing a payout, and we count all of it, and hooray. So thank you for all of that. But getting close. We have a $40 goal for today. Hopefully we can hit it. Let's go to this video. Minneapolis is apparently now people are ICE is making its way to Minneapolis. So this video is apparently of people in Minneapolis going to execute ICE warrants in a Mexican community. I will say this, when I look at this, a lot of not that community that I see here. And by the way, can we, like, I want it to be a law now that we can start arresting these assholes wearing the masks. We know so much about the whole COVID thing. We know not only do we know that 6 foot distancing meant jack, that hi Digger. Oh, Digger's up in the chat. What? Or is Riding Dirty Llama just saying hi Digger because we put her up on the screen for a minute? That's probably what it is. But we know the distancing was bullshit. We know all the masks were bullshit. No more getting to wear masks. No more of this crap. Because I'm sorry, if there was any repercussions that this ginger-haired white little fucker had to deal with, if this motherfucker had one negative side effect to being here today, he'd fall out fast. You don't have any balls. You don't have a principle. You came here wearing a hood and a mask because it's everything but a balaclava because you can't go out shopping. You don't care that much. And I bet you're probably one of the people that was paid to be here. Either way, these people are not from this community. I don't like them sitting up here and doing this when... How do the people in the community feel? Why do I get the sense that this is a Minnesota kid? Why do I get the sense you drove a couple hours to be here, and in your privileged little neighborhood, you don't have to deal with any of the problems of these illegal immigrants? Oh, looks like is a city in Minnesota. It is. It is a city in Minnesota. This is in Minneapolis. You know, Minneapolis, where they don't have issues with crime, where they don't have issues with people breaking the law and a whole bunch of other shit. So obviously, this is just an authoritarian action. Like, fuck off. I excuse Howie Mandel wearing masks out in public, but he has severe germophobia, though. Anyone else is just a fruit. And these people aren't wearing masks because of germophobia. They have getting caught a phobia, getting my picture taken phobia.
When we got here, the ICE agents and the FBI were trying to leave, and people were trying to stop them.
Because, you know, if they're trying to leave, we can't let you leave with citizens. Again, none of you fuckers gave two shits when the borders were open like crazy. And where are you assholes when these people do things that aren't okay and are illegal? It's such hypocritical crap. You want to cover for this because it gets you your attention on TikTok, and I'm an ally. All right, so we want them to live in your house. Well, no, I'm not okay with that. Like, again, if this actually affected you, you wouldn't be on this side. I grew up thinking Minnesota was the land of overcooked burgers and lakes. Detroit Lakes area. Maybe. Minnesota is the land of 10,000 lakes. The lakes part makes sense. The overcooked burgers, I can't help you. I don't know where you're getting that. But 10,000 lakes, so maybe the Detroit Lakes area. Either way, Minnesota Nice is a thing that I don't know what it was originally, but in this day and age, Minnesota Nice is not in my backyard. It's super, super passive, not in my backyard. It's no, I'm fine with this. I believe the homeless people deserve every right to have their own autonomy and to feel dignified and like members of society and not social pariahs. Okay, we're going to let them start camping on your sidewalk. Well, that's just not okay, don't you know? Because I have children here, and like it's literally not in my backyard in its like most passive-aggressive baby hand state, because these people aren't. And then I have another story that kind of emulates that from Colorado. But these people aren't doing this because, you know, they're getting robbed or stabbed or their stuff or whatever. But if we go after those people doing that who are illegal immigrants, they'll show up in numbers. That's wrong. Just because they broke a law to be here doesn't mean they're a bad person. You're right. It doesn't, but it is a sign of a pattern. Detroit Lakes used to be awesome on the 4th of July like 20 years ago. And then it turned to crap in like the early 2000s. Some of us weren't alive then, Mr. Q. All right, let's close. Jesus. I don't want to live in this state. I don't. I really don't. I am so pissed at the government. I am so pissed at the fucking fake fucking upper middle class white people that are like, oh, I care about this cause because it ultimately doesn't affect me. And regardless of what I think, the outcome ultimately doesn't affect me. I push for changes and things to happen because I think it'll mean X, Y, and Z. But either way, whether it's my nightmare or their nightmare that becomes the reality, it still doesn't affect me. So since I have no horse in the game, I'm going to be vocal, don't you know? Sit down. Shut up. If this was the area, the people who live in the area, fine. If you were going after somebody who's like a leader in the community, fine. But how many times is it, oh no, he's just a good dad. He was running a hoe business out of his house, and his mom was helping him, turn the ladies and getting them to turn tricks and addicted to drugs. But they're just good parents. Like, no, they're not. It's just, oh. All right. You know what? This is probably not fun to listen to. We jail people over simple possession of dried flowers from a plant. That's nutty. Again, this is my whole thing. I'm expected to pay taxes, obey the law, wear my seatbelt when I'm driving, what have you. But you have other people who are literally not obeying the rules when it comes to coming in this country legally. And the idea that the judicial system would arrest them is being met with friction and force. And then you get people even more going, well, they're just picking up all the Mexicans. Like, yeah, that's the way it looks to you because you think they all look the same, you racist asshole. But if you're going to jump in front of the cops and make it harder, if you're going to swarm the streets so they have to plow through you and all these people to get their job done, they're a lot more likely to grab and go. They're not going to stand and ask questions and wait a minute when they've got an angry gathering and an angry mob to deal with. And I have yet to hear the argument for these people staying here improving things. Because we had 4 years to see it, still haven't. We saw a lot of not awesome stuff. All right, anyways, go.
People are upset. It's wrong what's happening all over, not just here.
What do you mean it's wrong? People, it's wrong. You're right. Having borders open where people can just walk in without even being checked who they are is wrong. But the idea that we do anything against it is wrong is what fucking annoys me. Like, it's just wrong. Why is it wrong? Because these people deserve to be here. What if they're doing horrible shit? But maybe didn't do nothing. City Council approved building on the old YMCA lot for homeless, chronic, drunk, and druggies. Don't have to stay clean, live there. One of the members said he wouldn't like it in his neighborhood, voted yes. Yeah. That is, again, that's the point. The City Council votes on decisions for the city, and they lived in a gated community. Abolish ICE. Here's my problem with the abolish ICE people is, again, you guys didn't stand up. I'm not going to stand up for you. You didn't stand up for me or anyone else when we said, how about we don't leave the borders fucking wide open? When I'm willing to hear the abolish ICE argument? When the borders are locked down and the people who get here are really trying really hard to break the law to get here because, oh boy, they want to live here kind of thing. The reason I'm not with the abolish ICE movement right now is because we've had multiple people pull quasi-terrorist stuff, including the story we did yesterday about the Chinese guy who smuggled a pathogen in. All right? So it's not just people. The border being rampantly open like it was allowed stuff, things, equipment, stuff that shouldn't come into this country all willy-nilly. We have that happening. It needs to get locked down. And can you make arguments that they're going too far in certain ways? Maybe, possibly. You might have some cases to prove from that. But all I'm going to say is, if you've ever tried cleaning a really, really messy room, though you might have one corner of it that's clear and three corners of it that aren't. And in the process of cleaning, that one corner might end up getting a little messy just because things get all mixed together. So it's just, I don't know. King Kong Dong, that's a bold statement. Bold what? I'm a good parent. Ooh. I'm a good parent. Well, what's your abolish real ID and passports? Yeah, I'm for that. Abolish real ID and passports.
Somebody got hit.
Again, I want to have in society you protest without the balls to show your face, you get arrested. I want our uber militant balaclava wearing Nazis arrested, demasked. I want sign carrying idiots with this stuff arrested, demasked. Just so we can finally undo this mask crap. Because the only people wearing the masks are the ones that aren't, that don't need to and don't believe it and using it for the most ill-gotten gains. Summertime will have a whole new meaning. Okay, no more ice deliveries for them. No freezers, makers, ice trays, nothing. Aw. How is work getting difficult, Brian? Is shit getting real? Trump really did show Elon the door. Wild day. Yeah, Trump kicked out Elon, or Elon quit, whichever it was. Elon's bashing the bill. Trump's not happy that Elon's bashing the bill. Tesla took a hit because the Elon stock suckers that were there to support Donald Trump and Donald Trump's movements are now, Team Trump, and Team Trump is no longer Team Elon. So they backed out. So this whole thing really ended up being a double burn for Elon. Johnny, it's fucking party time, baby. I fucking knew this day was coming. Numero one, uno, Josh Denny fan. I don't know what you're talking about. Thank you for the $1 over on Rumble. Apparently numero uno is tying one on. Good for him. I apparently had some phlegm in my throat or something, and I pulled it into my windpipe on that inhale. That was not awesome. SH, I'm actually interested in my kid's life, and I want them to succeed. I don't want them to be Apple. I don't want them to be the Apple babysitter. I don't send them to the Apple babysitter or the Netflix sitter. King Gong Dong. I indulge my daughter's rampant desires to watch YouTube, but I do interact with her the whole time. So is that YouTube sitting or not? Like, she watches the videos, but she talks to me like, "Hey, Daddy, so-and-so, like Peppa just caught this," or, "Oh, George is a dinosaur." And I'm like, "I know, right?" And I mean, I'm right there. I'm right in there, man. She just likes to watch YouTube. Numero uno, Josh Denny fan, Tesla tanking, and I shorted a few days ago. Oh, that's what he's celebrating. Elon versus Trump, Johnny. Musk is gonna get buried. Maybe, but here's where the Elon versus Trump thing is a bad thing to me. Again, it's another sign that Trump was a smoke show. Trump was smoke and mirrors. Elon Musk thought it was, stepping stool to get to, X, Y to Z. He thought he was going to go in there, clean up the budget. America would be super stoked on him and Trump, and then he would push for mission to Mars. Trump and Musk, let's make Mars great again, boopity boop. Now, on the outs, I'm guessing NASA won't want to work with Musk very much, and it's just going to be a problem. As well, his stock took a hit. The Doge stuff means nothing, and the bill will get passed and we'll get fucked over in the deficit, so we're, bad times for everyone. But hey, at least you shorted your stock. And damn, I hit the Rumble Rant fraud alert limit already. Yes, number one, please tell. Oh, I forgot you've been an anti-musketeer forever. Gotcha. Yeah. Never would have guessed I'd sent that many Rumble Rants already today. That seems a lot. Over $1 donos already? No. Like, because, yeah, he sent me $3. How many channels has he been? He is really celebrating. I get it. You hate Elon Musk, and, I'm not saying you should like Elon Musk or that he's a good person. I'm saying that Elon Musk proving this whole thing was smoke and mirrors is bad for everybody. I kind of feel like you're pulling a Tim Walz numero, where you're like, yeah, Musk stock is tanking. Woo, fuck Musk. And it's like, right, but you do realize you invested your state's money in there and you're fucking over your constituencies. I do not enjoy Musk at all. Ick. Look, I'm not saying Musk is good or bad. I'm saying Doge being nothing but smoke and mirrors is bad. All right. You know what? We got to mute this quick. Hold on. It's driving me nuts. There we go. Timmy Walz should be happy. Should he? Again, Mr. Q, if Walz is happy, it's bad. It's bad for Minnesota because Tim Walz is the guy in charge of spending money for the Minnesota retirement plan for union workers, state workers, and I think Minnesota's retirement plans for seniors and stuff like that. That fucking trust fund, investment fund, whatever, that has money in Tesla. So Tesla tanking adversely affects Minnesota. What if Elon had a good pullout game and was middle class? Who does that remind you of? I don't know what you mean. Anyhow, I'd rather have Musk's budget than Trump's. Right, Lab Glass? That's where I'm at. Numero Uno has done $50 worth of $1 rants a few times, so it triggers the AI monitors. Oh, that's exciting. Here's an idea, Numero Uno, Josh Denny fan. I appreciate the $3. Thank you ever so much. But have you ever thought about throwing it in 10 at a time and just putting a longer rant together and getting it all? Just a thought. Just a thought. Where's our surplus, Tim? Oh, my personal opinion, in the bank account of his friends and himself. I would not be surprised at all if the guy who spent a significant amount of time in communist China came over here, got into power, and then used a surplus to enrich himself and his friends while pushing social causes and trying to lock us down and wield total authoritarian power during his tenure as governor. Again, dictator Tim Walz, everybody. That's why I didn't buy the people that are like, this is about democracy. If Donald Trump wins, democracy loses. I'm like, you realize that the other side, the VP candidate for the other side literally was a dictator. And it wasn't until they came for his piggy bank that he stopped being a dictator. And honestly, if they couldn't come for his piggy bank and he could just seize the piggy bank with force, well, Tim Walz is the kind of guy that'll beat you up, Like, that's the other thing, too. Tim Walz in this state was a wielding complete unlimited unchallengeable power, and every 2 months he had to renew it, and he folded like a fucking paper bag the minute they came for his money. He didn't stand by his principles going, well, if you're going to use the budget, then I don't care because this is about protecting Minnesotans. No. He went, oh, you mean I can't get any more money? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, then here you go. I guess I'll just, it's fucking Jesus. He's such a cunt. Such a pussy, weak, limp-wristed, milquetoast cunt. So Ilhan Omar, what about her? Don't know much about her. Don't really like her. What I do know, I don't like. Tim, how about that power you didn't freely give up? Yeah, again, didn't freely give up. Democracy ended when third party couldn't exist. Who are we kidding? Mussolini Diff, I actually agree with you wholeheartedly. We need a government that, again, we need a third party. We need a third party. We need no way that we can get down to a us versus them thing. But the system that we have now isn't built around two-party politics. It's built around keeping the rich people rich and the poor people fighting each other. So right now we're using the current weapons of instilling the masses to beat the shit out of each other are pronouns, gay pride, and racism. So hooray. I don't even remember where we are in this story. Fuck, we might have to move on.
He basically insisted on going through, the middle of people that were out there in the street.
Yeah, because you're trying to obstruct he basically insisted on going through. There is no law, no rule, you stupid fat cunt, that says you can stand in front of police officers and they don't have to obey the law. They can't go in. No, I can stand in front. If you stood in front of my car, I would go through. I'm sick of this idea that people stood in front of them and they just pushed their way through. Yeah, because you're not allowed to do that. Oh, and these people, mind you, these people wouldn't fight for this stuff. If it came to blows, if it came to standing up against their oppressor like it did during COVID, they'll bend over and go, no, I'll put on my mask, I'll follow my 6-foot distance, I'll take my government check, and I'll sit in my apartment. But they won't actually fight. They want to protest so long as that protest only involves requiring them to stand there and go, I don't like this. If they have to put any skin in the game, if they have to risk anything, they're out. You know how I know that? For all people, how do you know that? She's standing here talking to the news. She's not worried about people finding her. She's not worried about any sort of repercussions. She's okay with it. Protester who was hit by a car. Yeah, hit by a car because the car was going forward and the protest, I'm not going to move. Well, congratulations, dumbass. You got hit by a car.
He stopped. I put my hands on the front of his vehicle and he gunned it.
Oh, wait, you're the protester? He stopped. I put my hands on the front of his vehicle. I have words for you, ma'am. I have words for you. Hold on. Let's go back.
He stopped. I put my hands on the front of his vehicle and he gunned it.
Good. I wish he had hurt you more. I put my hands on the front of his vehicle and he gunned it. You stood in the road. I don't care that it was a cop and you were fighting the ICE thing. I hate this stand in the road, block cars bullshit. I want every protester that blocks traffic because they have a viewpoint or someone paid them to be there. You get hit by a car, that's on you. It's called being fucking dumb. Thank you for being an example of Minnesota stupidity, you dumb fat cunt. Oh, I hate you. Stop standing in the road. I put my hands on his vehicle. Yeah, no shit, you got hit by the car. It's a car. You're a person, you dumbass. Keep your hands off me and my property, says Ryan Dirty. More importantly, again, like she was doing this to a police officer. I have zero problem with any protester that blocks a vehicle. I have zero problem with that vehicle then driving over said protester. That's called putting your balls on the fucking line, risking something. You want to protest for this cause? You risk becoming street pizza. But hey, at least you have your principles. I have more respect for people that go out there realizing you could be, and then he gunned it. You don't look that hurt, ma'am. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'd like to say you ran away, but let's be honest, running isn't something you do. Did he drive over her head? No, he did not. I'm guessing he pushed her to the side. Because I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say she has plenty of padding. Again, every single one of these motherfuckers in front of this car, street pizza. Street pizza, street pizza, street pizza, street pizza. What's Aaron doing there? Street pizza. They gave him a bullhorn and said he could yell. He's like, I got nothing to do this afternoon. Yeah, again, you block cars like this, you become street pizza. This isn't okay. I don't care about the cause. I don't care if it's because you're protesting oil, climate change, ICE, gay pride, whatever you're protesting. Doesn't matter. This, I block traffic because I demand I get my opinion. Fucking street pizza. You know, back in the day, there were, like in the 70s and stuff, there were kids in colleges who protested shit on peaceful demonstrations on college campuses, and they got unloaded on. You know, and before then, when people were protesting racial injustice, they were getting dogs and fire hoses unloaded on them. Now these people have the audacity to lean against a motor vehicle and go, they're pushing me out of the way. I demand to just be able to stand here and block traffic. Good God. Do you realize if this was the 1940s and this was a bunch of black people that were protesting something and this was some sort of white supremacist in the car, every single one of these people would be a red streak. This whole idea that peaceful protest can disrupt lives without regard is not okay. Fight the power, but no fighting. Right. That's why I don't respect them. They don't want to risk anything. They don't want to have any sort of repercussion for what they're fighting for. These aren't the people that'll rise up and fight a tyrannical government. These are the people that'll rise up and stand in the streets and go, we don't like the government, but the cars, you know, have to stop because I'm standing here. By the way, these have ram bars on the front of the... If you think you're going to stop this with your fat ass, you deserve to be street pizza. It's called being stupid. Again, if you want to do something about it, fight the cops. I'm tired of this fucking... I'm going to stand up, like as Roy Sombrero said, I'm going to fight the system by not fighting. No. You're going to fight the power? Then fucking fight for it. Otherwise, you're all hot wind, and I don't care. You think the police are out here to help. Well, let me tell you, the police aren't out here to help, but neither is the community, because the community has a very, very stern ain't nobody saw nothing policy, especially when over 200 rounds have been fired by multiple people at a barbecue. Didn't nobody see nothing? So, really nobody's out here to help. Oh boy, wait, let's go back. Everybody's getting all upset, but hold on. Did he start with punching the police officer? Again, the cop is there doing a job. Oh, he's pulling on his equipment. He's pulling on his badge and his gear. And so he's trying to detain him now. What the fuck is this? Dear God. What the hell is that? This has got to be AI. That person doesn't have any shoulders or a neck. It's just head to gut. Their arms are... Is that melting? Their arms are melted into their gut. Why is... That person has no torso. It's just a stomach with arms and a leg. Something's eating Gilbert Grape. Oh. King Kong Dong. That is illegal as fuck. Yeah, it is. Touching a police officer's vest, badge, pepper spray, equipment, it's incredibly illegal. But don't worry. he just wanted to push this off. Again, these are the people. Congratulations for this fucking pussy. This cunt had the balls to fuck around and find out. And the minute he fucked around, he found out. And what does he do? Does he stand for his principles and what he's done? No. He turns and runs like a bitch, hoping the group will stop him. Well, you've got one problem, sir. The largest body of mass that you could use as a wall between you and this hostile force of a police officer for you, that guy can't run. Guy? Girl? I don't know. Dear Lord, it's like the Blob in real life. I have started to lose all interest in this story, and now I just want to know who Jabba the Fat is. Who the fuck is this chug? Oh, he started. Bah, you could tell he was moving. You could feel the ground shaking. Who is the Stolen Valor fat body? Also, wait, who's Stolen Valor? How do we have Stolen Valor? Fiery Red. How do we have Stolen Valor? Where's Stolen Valor? Hold on a sec. Stolen Valor. I didn't see anything with military stuff. It's Muslim Grimace. You think the police are out here to help? Right. Of course you have that opinion. You and your friends run drugs, so the police are not friendly forces for you. You think the police are out here to help. Not you, because your community is the problem. Again, don't nobody know nothing. Didn't nobody see nothing. Why is all this violence happening? Oh, all right. Anyways. All right, again. Tall, dark, and tank top walks up with fucking... Dude, tons of fun. Pull up your fucking pants, okay? You have enough problems in your life. Pull up your goddamn pants. We both know the waistline will stick, the hem will stay up, because there's more than enough gut and butt to support it. Pull up your fucking pants. Who's the Stolen Valor? Fiery Red, can you tell me who the Stolen Valor is? One in military coat there by the cop and other guy. All right. Where'd my cursor go? Too many screens. Let's switch it to, let's go to, nope, not, I want play speed. Playback rates. Half speed. I don't see anyone in a military jacket. I'm looking for a military jacket. That's not a military jacket. That's not a military jacket. Oh, this guy. He's in a military jacket. Well, that's just camo. That's just camo. I wouldn't say it's a military jacket. Play it a little further. Yeah, I wouldn't say that's a military jacket. Yeah, that. I come from the Diggerverse, where things are calm and peaceful, to chaos in these streets. Whiplash. I'm sorry, Lexi. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's just camo. Is Digger done doing her show? I've been, you know what? You know what we'll do? Here, let's pop back over here. Pop my screen back on. Mwah, chaos. Right? Yeah, well, let's check. Is Digger still going? Let's check on our girl. Yeah, she's still going. She's going strong. She's going strong. There's our lady. Let's pop it up. How's it going?
What are your needs at the stage of life that you are in?
Blowjobs, and more blowjobs. Continue.
Are you as healthy as you can be?
Absolutely not.
Are you stable financially?
Not even close. In fact, I have a GoFundMe so I can move.
Is your home functional and beautiful?
Well, functional, yes. Beautiful, no. I live in a basement. It's like a torture dungeon of my own shame and inequity.
Do you know your faith?
Yeah.
Have you strengthened your relationships with your family?
No, they're horrible people.
Do you have a strong network of friends?
I'm sorry. Is this a job offer? Am I being interviewed right now?
Are you spending your time wisely?
Ha ha ha! If I spent things wisely, I wouldn't podcast for money.
Are you part of a community?
Am I part of I'm part of a community of people who live online. Is that a community? I thought we were basement dwellers. Which is it? I don't know.
Are you feeding yourself and others with knowledge?
No. Mostly cat food. I'll say this. A lot of people don't realize this. That fancy feast, not only fancy, you get a big enough can, quite a feast.
What are you doing with your precious time above the line?
Masturbation. Honestly, masturbation. Wholeheartedly. All right, that's enough of that. I'll stop sullying Digger's show. She does a fine program. We're having fun. Look at that. I just got here, and YouTube gave me the #1 spot. Oh, Lexi taking the lead. I'll do a little, while we take this momentary pause in the action, I'll do a little cursory check here to make sure I didn't miss anybody on Venmo and PayPal and those. I'm pretty sure we didn't. But those little ways are how we keep these babies' doors open. So thank you if you can. And, yep, nothing there. And, come on. All right, and nothing there. Okay. So if you want to do that, that would be appreciated. We are $40 from knocking it out today. We really need to do that. If you can, we appreciate it. Been fighting all day for it, says King Kong Dong. Yeah, it's been a lot of back and forth. Jabba turned Muslim. All right, so there we go. So yes, Minneapolis, they were I feel better now that I got my angry rant out. How many people did I chase off with that? That was 23 there. So, and then over here, we're at 25. There are more over there. So, yeah, no, didn't really chase anybody off. Surprising. Would have thought that would have gone worse for me. All right. Well, all right. So, police officers encountering difficulties. Now, I don't mind that the people are fighting the cops, but again, nobody fought the cops when they wanted to lock us down for years. The same way the cops didn't fight when they rioted over George Floyd, even though nobody socially distanced for that entire event. I'm in a weird spot of still being employed and have been out of work for 2 weeks. The place I work at needs to pass inspection to no longer be condemned before I can work again. So do you get paid while you've been out of work? Because that's a weird thing. That you're right. That is in a weird spot. You're employed, but because of an inspection, your employer isn't employing you. So it's not like you're getting paid, but you're going to do. Like, yeah, that's really fucked up, man. Getting unemployment. Well, that helps, but unemployment isn't going to fill. And that's the other thing, too. I used to be fine with the idea that unemployment wasn't that much and this, that, and the other. And I am. But the problem I have is like the staunch cutoff rates that they do for things. Like you can't earn your own and then work your way off of it. It's like, no, you get this and you take this or you get nothing. Well, what if I get this and I start working so I don't need this? Well, then fuck you. We're taking that back. But I only make a little right now. It's got to build like that. Well, too bad. Make it on your own out the gate, sir. Swim on your first go. It's almost like it's bullshit. We have, what is it? It's almost 3. We got about an hour and a half left in the show. We're going until 4:30. So, we are available here for you guys. Hope you're having fun. I got to make sure my, Streamlabs, webcam thing, remote cam is available. Virtual webcam is running. All right, cool. Good. Okay, let's grab some other stuff from the second hour. We can link this quick and talk about that before we do. I was just mentioning this. I am pumping this GoFundMe. So we're going to do that a little bit quick. Currently up to 14% of the way through for funding. Thank you so much. We're keeping it up there. Will Heron adding his name to the contributors list yesterday. So good for Will. Good for Will. And thank you, Will, for contributing. So yes, I need a place to stay. I'm working on getting a place to stay. I'm hoping to move and be moved by November at the latest. So if you can help, that GoFundMe is there as an avenue for you to give that help. If you can link the GoFundMe, that helps too. So if you can't pay any money, but you want to contribute something, there's a way you can do. There's a way you can do something. So, and I am grateful for any help that anyone. I don't want to move it. I want to highlight it, Dick. Stop assuming what I want. Text program. Let's link that there. Bam. And the actual Will Heron. It says Will Heron, so I can't. Look. I don't know if that's the actual Will Heron. It just says Will Heron. So did somebody donate $20 and say they were Will Heron, or did Will Heron donate $20? It seems like Will Heron donated $20. Either way, I'm going to thank Will Heron because that's all I have to go on. So thank you, Will Heron. Thank you, Deb, Christopher, Anonymous, Nancy, multiple Anonymouses. Thank you, anyone that's contributed anything, even if it's just sharing the link. I appreciate it. It's awesome of you. And look, without the glasses, so you know we're serious here. Thank you. Thank you very much. Anyhow, let's go to fly a kite. Let's grab, what else did we have? The rescuers use, oh, that's the cat story. That's a little, I want to save this one for Digger. She said she'd join us when she's done reading. So I kind of want to save this for Digger, but otherwise, might get into it in that. We'll save these two for when Digger gets here. Let's do this one quick. Now, there's been a lot of drama and attention around. You know what? Does this have a news story? Let's just go to the news story for it. This one has a news story, right? It does. There's been a lot of drama and attention around the whole track stabbing thing. And again, everyone who wants to act like, oh, this never happened. We got another one of somebody just, again, not like it'd be even worse, actually, if you had another just like random, like, oh, I just had to stab somebody thing happen. And it was very much like a racial tone that roles reversed would go crazy. Anyways, spoiler. Here we go. Out of Florida. The next thing you won't see a no justice, no peace rally for. Boom.
For self-defense. That's what police say an alleged killer told them after stabbing two people in a Sunrise parking garage. A 27-year-old was killed and her friend was seriously hurt. NBC6's Chris Hush has more on what we're learning about the investigation.
There was a dead person just laying in there. There was blood on the car.
27-year-old Haley Hosford appeared to hide inside the black Mercedes she was in, where she would later be brutally attacked, police say, by 21-year-old Jackson Sagasy last week. That's according to new police documents that detail what officers saw on surveillance cameras at this luxury apartment's parking garage in Sunrise. Hosford, an entrepreneur and expert stylist, was with her friend when police say Sagasy stabbed her in the throat at least 5 times. The man she was with was also stabbed, but managed to get away and call police.
Well, he was probably a skinny fucking twink. Look, I'm going to guess that lady either had an alpha male with her or a twink. And since she's dead, he's alive. And yeah, I'm going twink. I'm going Twinkie.
According to new documents from the Broward County Sheriff's Office, Sagasy was arrested just hours after the incident, telling police, quote, "I just killed someone and walked away." Documents show he claimed to have a knife on him for personal protection as he headed to the...
I just killed someone and walked away. I just killed someone and walked away. I just stabbed because I had to. Like, what the fuck? I just killed someone and walked away. That's called admission. Like, again, wow. So we get to be racist again. That's another win. No, Rusty Grammar. No. Will really dug his own grave. He doesn't change. He will be trapped at the bottom and watch his hole fill itself in. Sad fate, says Rusty Grammar. I have no idea what that's about, man. I hope not. I hope not. You should not hope for someone's downfall that way. You should hope their actions, if horrible, lead to horrible consequences. That's I feel like that's as evil as you should be as a person. But that's because that's as evil as I am. I don't want bad things to happen to people. I want people that continue to do things that I view as negative to bear negative consequences. Biblical, what is the term I want these people held biblically accountable. Effing pussy ass bitch letting your girl die to his, whoa, Jesus. I called him a twink. I thought that was mean enough. Dear Lord. I'm starting to learn that I'm not the biggest piece of shit on my show. The hell? Will just needs to start digging up. Duh. All right. So again, where do I have one of those little, like, take me back 10-second things? No, I don't, do I? Mean. This part is the part that bothered me with this story. I just killed someone and walked away. That's not... I don't care about your ethnicity, your religious affiliations, your sexual orientation, the pronouns you choose to use. I just killed someone and walked away. You should not be able to say that and be a person that we as society allow to stay in society. You should be locked out of society from that. You should be removed from normal society for I just killed someone and walked away. Like, you can't admit that and then that be a thing. Humanly and legal LOLs. Humanely. God damn it. I can't read humane. All right. We've got all those up. Hey, Wild Saffron Rose. Let's keep going with this story. We're going for another hour and a half. Thank you for being here. We have $40 to knock out today's goal. Anything over that goes to tomorrow's $65 goal. So you have the PayPal, the Venmo, the Cash App, and Twitch for that. Otherwise, if you contribute to the show anyway, thank you. Share it, likes up, thumbs up, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And hopefully we'll get an email today or tomorrow on what's going on with the memberships. So balls crossed, we've got memberships locked down. Let's go. Boom.
He claimed to have a knife on him for personal protection as he headed to the gym and walked by the car that both...
Look, I was just going to work out, walking around with my kitchen knife, as I do, and I just needed to stab somebody.
Both victims were in. He told police he began murdering for self-defense.
Your Honor, it was murder in self-defense. Look, if I didn't kill somebody, I was going to kill myself. So in order to save myself and the people around me, for their safety, I had to kill someone in my immediate vicinity. Do we not hear the contradiction in this logic? How much of this freaking statement can we take as an admission of just batshit crazy? That is the craziest, stupidest, and most effed up thing I've ever heard. MSO, I have to stop the show for a moment. That joke is just funny. Sometimes, I want to say, sometimes it's the simple ones. They don't even necessarily make you laugh. They're just short, sweet, to the point, and effing funny. MSO with Aaron has a Go Feed Me. Yeah, and it's apparently doing better than mine. So if you can throw into that GoFundMe, we'd sure appreciate it. Anyways, AP, what? What are the chances the guy has effed up shoes? I bet he has really worn out, screwed up shoes. I don't know what that means, but I'm guessing the odds are good. I don't know. The guy's walking around with a kitchen knife to go work out at the gym and decides in a fit of self-defense he has to murder some random people.
Repeatedly using the phrase self-defense, although the officer says he was unable to articulate any threat to justify such force.
Again, he's someone who saw the news and saw that apparently it's okay to stab people and scream self-defense. That's what I'm going to go with. Or, and just go with me on this, he's batshit fucking nuts. He's completely fucking bonkers. I feel like the second one could also be true. Hey, we're going to flip over to this little camera. We've got our girl Digger, everybody.
Hi, everyone. How's you doing?
How did you enjoy me stream sniping you? I had fun with that. Oh boy, did I have! I have to find I'll have to find a clip of it or something. You'll have to watch. I was pausing your stream when you were asking questions, like to people, like you were reading the book. Like, have you done this? Have you strengthened your relationship with your family? Like all this other stuff, and like I would pause it and answer your questions. It was really fun. It was fun. I had one part where you're like, what do you do with most of your time? Like rampant masturbation. I'm just jacking it like a fucking oil drill. Anyways.
What else are you going to do?
Right? Giggity. But yeah, no, so I was having fun with that. That was cute. I enjoyed that. Anyways, welcome to the show. We're sitting at, with everything we got yesterday, we're sitting at $40 for our goal today. So we're hopefully going to kill that and crush it. We're going for another hour and a half. Going for another hour and a half, and let's check the Venmo and PayPal. Yeah, still don't have any movement on those, so hopefully we will. Otherwise, we get I think a level 4 or 5 would be that in the hype trains, because the 3 that we had took us to 25. So
okay.
And then if we get nothing, like it's looking like we're gonna do, like if we pull a big old goose egg, I'm gonna have to probably spend some time tomorrow figuring out just either start, I gotta figure out what's earned and everything, and then start doing the counting them as we earn them, so that way every single super chat and rumble rant and all of that goes into all the stuff, because we do have that option as well. And hopefully we'll have memberships then too, so that would be great. Although I'm saying all of this right now, and I think there's a way I can possibly fix something. I'll check after this. SH saying, hi, Digger, cute necklace. They like the necklace.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
King Kong Dong wants to know if you are, if you enjoyed that OT win. AP, I don't know what rope tying means, but all right. Yes, you did. How? So your Oilers won. You're all oily.
Yes.
That sounds fun too. So you're all oily and lubed up for the victory. When's the next game? Now, tomorrow.
And I'm fairly certain it's tomorrow. It should be every other day, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, we will not be at home this time.
They have to refreeze the ice.
We will have to be in Florida. Oh darn!
It will not be at home. It's in Florida. So it's the Florida Panthers at home. Okay. So if it's happening in Florida, does it happen on East Coast time then, I assume?
Yeah, they've just got it set at the same, each game is set at the same time. So from Pacific, they all start at 5 or at 8 p.m. Eastern. You know, do your own maths, peoples. But yeah, it's 5 is a little early for us. Normally a hockey game starts at 7, but then 8 p.m. is a little bit late for them, so I guess it's fair, all in all. Not that it matters. We're going to win. We're going to take it. We're going to take Lord Stanley's Cup back to Edmonton. It's going to be great.
You mean back to Edmonton? Is Lord Stanley from Edmonton?
No, but his cup has been there many, many times.
So, yeah. But it's not like it's yours. It's his. So no matter what, I feel like the thing hockey always forgets is that it's Lord Stanley's Cup, and all of these teams fight over it to take it back. It's like it wasn't yours in the first place. You guys are fighting over secondary theft, like the possession of stolen property.
Maybe.
Like, because the team you're taking
okay
it from
with it.
stole Lord Stanley's cup, and you just trace it back, and so stole it. It's like a game of hot potato, only the hot item is Lord Stanley's cup, and it's hot because, again, it's stolen. It's stolen.
Stolen. I see your point. I understand. I choose to ignore it completely, though. I think it belongs in Edmonton, and I think we're going to enjoy bringing it back there, stolen or not.
Okay.
It is tomorrow. Next 2 in Florida. Oh, okay.
The Florida
Thank you,
Panthers
King Kong
suck.
John.
First time I'm rooting for Canadians. I hate the Panthers simply because they're on the other coast of Florida. So Hobo Chili Recipe's on your team. He, not because he wants to be, because he begrudgingly hates the Panthers.
You kind of have to.
All right.
Fair enough. We'll take it.
I got about 30 seconds left in this story. I'm going to rewind it a little bit so you can hear some of the extremely fun facts of this. This is a fatal double stabbing, and I'm forgetting the names of the people. I know you might remember them, but you remember the track star and the kid that not track star, but you remember the track athlete stabbing thing?
Kamel, yeah.
Yeah, well,
you
remember his reason for stabbing the other athlete.
Self-defense.
Right,
Yes.
right.
Totally.
So this guy saying, I just killed someone and walked away.
Just killed someone and walked away. Documents show he claimed to have a knife on him for personal protection as he headed to the gym and walked by the car that both victims were in.
A kitchen knife. He had a kitchen knife for personal protection.
He told police he began murdering for self-defense.
He was murdering for self-defense. He picked 2 random, unknown, unaffiliated, completely unattached people. So just 2 completely random people. He picked them and he had
car minding their own business.
He's murdering them for self-defense.
Good Lord.
Again, thank you so much with everything. Like, no, I stabbed him for self-defense. Now we have people there. No, I was murdering for self-defense.
Repeatedly using the phrase self-defense, although the officer says he was unable to articulate any threat to justify such force. Later, he told police he aimed for, quote, vital parts, clarifying to police he meant the victim's throat. He also told police he estimated stabbing the 27-year-old up to 10 times. Today, Sagasy remains behind bars on murder and attempted murder charges.
Sure it won't be for long.
Well, I don't know. This is Fort Lauderdale, so hard to say.
Fort Lauderdale.
And with that said, Hosford's family tells me off camera that they do plan on holding a funeral for Haley tomorrow. And
right, but did the stabbing victim start a GoFundMe?
Because of that, they were just...
I really want to know where I can support this guy who had to murder for self-defense.
And shaken up to speak with us today. However, they are starting a foundation that they want to highlight, and they say that they will be speaking out about that in the near future.
Oh, they're really smart. They're going to embezzle. They're not going to go for that one-time cash grab.
Parents.
I don't believe people anymore. They're not going to go for that one-time cash grab of a GoFundMe to pay for the loss of their daughter and the funeral expenses and moving on in life. No. They want to start a foundation and continually bring in that sweet, sweet dough because it won't replace their daughter, but it will buy a new jet ski. And that is happiness. He looks older than 21.
So
yeah, he looks older than 21, and he looks like he has done multiple substances and or should be on multiple substances. Like, that looks like someone, I'm sorry, stabbing for I had to murder for self-defense. Like, I really want to believe it's not as simple as he saw the other stabbing thing and thought, oh, well, we can just scream self-defense now. No, I murdered for self-defense. Self-defense, Your Honor. What was the threat? The threat was I wasn't going to be defending myself if I didn't murder them. I was trying to come up with my own version of it. I'm like, no, you don't understand. I murdered for self-defense, Your Honor. If I didn't kill somebody and quick, I would have hurt myself. It was a self-defense murdering. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I murdered for self-defense. Who did you murder? Just some random person who had the unfortunate luck to be in my path at that time. I'm going to take that off screen because you bending over and licking things like that is an image just for me.
Oh. Well, then.
Giggity. But yeah,
All right,
he does
folks,
look older than
you can't
21.
watch me roll a joint.
Carmelo Anthony said Red Scooper. Thank you, Carmelo
Thank
Anthony.
you.
The Carmelo Anthony stuff, well, I don't know if that gets people in trouble or not, so I'm, just playing it safe. Either way. But yeah, the Carmelo Anthony situation, I feel like that's the bad side. Is he from a certain religion? I don't know. People have guessed that. He looked like he could be. I have no idea. The guy just looks like a wackadoo. Who are training these words, as he said, that I can't use? Best defense is a good offense, officer. Roy Sobrero has a very good point. The best defense is a good offense. Look, I had to like I said, it was a self-defense murder. I don't know what was going to happen, but something bad to me, unless I up and killed somebody right quick. And wouldn't it be my lucky day? There was somebody killed right in front of me. I never met him before. I never seen him before. I don't even know who the fuck they are, but I'm going to kill him. Just not okay, man. It's not okay.
Saving myself.
All righty. So we have that. I'm going to check this. Mr. Q is holding me hostage over a cat video story that he demands I play. Because I teased it. Like, it's not like he gave it to me. Like, play this or else. But he's like, I'll donate after that. And it's like, okay, fine.
Okay.
I am that much of a bitch. I am that much of a whore. We have an hour and a half left to make $40. And I am sniffing up against the end of it. And I really hope not. But I do realize I didn't do the one thing I always do to see if we... Shit! Not close enough. We're close. But we're $20 or so away from a payout in the old Rumble. So Rumble's getting there, but I can't use a Rumble payout to kick the goal over to tomorrow and buy my way around it. Or as some people would call them, fake donos. Oh, look, I've been, so I don't want you to feel like I was being weird or anything. But, yeah, in terms of our relationship, I was seeing another woman.
Oh, good Lord. How dare you? Gosh, she looks familiar. Who is she?
I don't know.
Your personal journey is yours, and yours alone.
Yeah. But I have your nudes. All right. That's fun. Jokes, folks. These are jokes. All right. So we'll do this story because if I don't, I won't get any money today. Last
time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Over there.
Like,
I'm waving my hand around trying to grab the handle. Hey, how you doing? Hi. I'm waving around trying to grab the handle for the cowbell. My hand's just waving into an open space. There's nothing below me. I look over, like it's just an empty floor, and I'm like, where the fuck? And I look, it's like 1 foot over that way. You just fucking put it like over there. Just had to lean over just next. Yeah. God, I'm retarded. Anyways, let's roll on cowbell for Egg Picker. Thank you, Egg Picker. All of our Twitch earnings and everything else kick our goals down as well. We usually tabulate those at the end of the show, but we'll check into that in a little bit. So thank you very, very much for that. Cowbell going out to Egg Picker. Bell, yeah. We'll hopefully be able to start doing that soon with memberships on YouTube. And that's the fun thing. Yes. If the memberships on YouTube hit a certain point, the memberships on Rumble hit a certain point, we get to start going goals are lower because we're set for a certain amount.
You're already prepaid each month, yeah.
Right.
Lovely.
Which is sexy. All right, so we also have Wild Saffron demanding to play the cat story. All right, fine.
There was a unique...
Bastards. Now I'm going to say one thing before I play this probably adorable cat story. I'm going to start it and I'm going to rewind this just a second because she just seems like a pretty lady. And there's probably a few guys who don't give a shit about the cat story. But they give a shit about one of the kitties
on Twitch, but still give you my Amazon Prime free sub because why not lol, keep it up, Johnny.
Thank you very, very much, Egg Picker, for the 100 bits. I appreciate that. You're the best. Oops, LOL. What do you mean, oops? That was actually awesome. You did something wonderful. You gave me 100 bits. You got to announce that donation in a very, very eloquent Star Trek computer voice. Mm-hmm. And I have no idea why I have that lady's voice on here, but it's I'll be honest. In some of my darker moments, I have thought, is there a way I can test it and make her say dirty things to me so I can whack off in my non-streaming hours? But we've never gone there. Never gone there.
You never figured it out, eh?
No, I haven't ever tried. Like, I'd never even been motivated to try. Like the fantasy, the fantasy was literally only that alluring. That having the fantasy was like, I bet that'd be fun. But then it's like, that'll take work. Not worth it. So just
go back to pictures to whack off. Eh?
They actually used to
a hard knock life.
These were jokes, but they actually used to they used to pay and say stupid shit in the chat just to get the Star Trek computer voice lady to do it.
Oh.
I learned the hard way with Twitch. Don't call Palestinians. Wow, Mussolini diff. She must be skinny, wearing all white and looking that thin still. Probably. Anyhow, this story is about a cat.
There was a unique rescue on Long Island where a kitten was trapped nearly 15 feet down a pipe. As Carolyn Gussoff reports, it took special skills and a lot of patience to lure it to safety.
She's now called Piper. What else would you name a 2-month-old feral kitten who
really, really loud? Really, really just off of the meow, like she sounds more like a goat than a cat.
Would you name a
lure it to safety?
I want that as a doorbell. Like anybody that comes to my house, like literally anytime they knock on my door, they just get.
She's now called.
How pissed would you be? How pissed would you be if every single knock on your door?
She's
go home, leave me alone.
Hold on. I know, it is pretty cute, eh?
Publishers Clearinghouse. I don't care.
You may have won.
I'd like to talk to you about your home insurance policy. F off! Sounds like he has an NGL. Nasal G. I don't know what an NGL is. Nasal kit. I don't know.
Oh yeah, look at the ear mites. Yeah, you're right too. Or at least I don't know if those are actually mites. That's just scratching inside her ear from it.
That's dirt and scratching. That's not mites.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
that's scratches from it. Yeah.
Between a dog I grew up with and my cats, I know what an ear mite situation.
She's now called Piper.
Yeah, so do
what
I.
Else would you name
a sweetheart decided to bring them into my house.
So you had to get them both. Like, did you do the drops? And the cats hate the drops, don't they? When you're putting, did you? Yep. Here's my question: were you able to warm the lotion with your hand or the medication with your hands? Because I think like ours had to be preserved, so they always had to be cold. And I'm like, you fucking dicks. Because we didn't declaw.
No, mine just goes in the cupboard.
We didn't declaw the cats. And I'm like, so you want me to make this little bastard just go insane while it's got razor blades coming out of its feet and hands while I'm holding
why not?
it? You fucking great. Because I don't have enough medical issues already.
A 2-month-old feral kitten who just emerged from 2 days stuck inside an underground pipe. Little but loud, those cries caught the attention of a Bayshore homeowner.
Quite honestly, I don't know how a little kitten like that made such a lot of noise. It was clearly...
Dude, you don't understand little kittens. Those things make so much noise. You were like, where do you keep it all? Like, this is one of little cats are the like the universe's most mind-boggling squeak toy because they are so loud and so just like you, but it's just this like it's a hairball. It's a ball of fur I could crush in my hand. How is it like you can hear it 4 states away? What's going on?
Ow.
I got the eardrops in his eye once because he fought me so hard. I thought declawing was abuse. It is abuse.
It is.
That's why we don't do it in my house.
Yeah.
That's why I don't do it. That's why I don't do it to cats. That's why I don't advocate for anyone doing it to cats. That's why all the cats I've ever known have had their claws. I have never, ever endorsed declawing. Only way I'll ever have a cat, and I probably won't, the only way I'll ever have a cat that's been declawed is if I ended up like adopting a cat that was declawed before I got it. And I'd just feel bad for the cat.
Asking for help.
Then Pamela Gallagher called for help. Fire and rescue crews pulled up the boards of her back deck and traced the sound 10 to 15 feet down inside a downspout. When the kitten wouldn't budge for an hour, in came John DeBacker of Long Island Cat and Kitten Solution, who used patience, precision, and some clever coaxing.
It was screaming when I got there. I played kitten meow sounds to try to lure it out to it, and it did work. It came
all right. This guy saved a cat. Let's be clear.
Yes.
This guy saved a cat.
did.
That's very, very nice of him. I don't want to be a dick, but could we have maybe like spruced up for the interview a little bit? Do we have to wear the it's questionable about whether or not I'm, safe to check my hard drive? Like this whole, does he look this disheveled because he just rescued a cat and he's doing that thing where he talks really weird? Like he has a speech impediment. It's just this whole thing is giving me ick vibes. I'm getting ick.
Boy, you're picky.
I want someone to save this cat.
To try
That's
to
also
lure it out
pretty
to
and
it.
well spoken.
And it did work.
What's that supposed
It
to
came
mean,
right
Digger?
out to the meow sounds. They think the siblings or mother is calling them.
He asked everyone else for silence.
I just know that you can't make too much commotion trying to get a kitten. Sometimes they come in very loud. I got you, baby.
Dr. Gallagher, a surgeon, knows a delicate operation when she sees one. DeBacker doesn't do this for money. It's a labor of love.
Superheroes come in all different sizes and shapes, and he had that kitten out in 20 minutes. The kitten seemed to fall in love with John the second that he got the kitten out.
She's now in the hands of Second Chance Rescue.
She will be fully vetted and she'll be up for adoption.
How soon?
I mean, as soon as midnight. We work quick.
As soon as midnight, we work quick, and I want to keep her because she's just a cute little kitten. Johnny, girls get the ick. All right, girls get the ick. I don't know. Well, then he's giving me.
You boys
ick
aren't
guy.
allowed to get the ick too?
I don't know. I just the
Never
icky.
had the ick? Oof, I've had the ick one time, and good Lord, is it powerful. It really is. It goes from like, you're fine about a person, and suddenly ick, and everything changes.
I told you it was
Ick
just
is real.
It was one moment of a bad decision. What are you gonna? You're never
but
gonna forgive me.
It's real. It happened, and I witnessed it.
And now it's just like a sand trap every time I walk around. Like there was an ocean flood in there and just sucked it right up. Might need a third chance rescue, says Magic 8 Ball. No deal. No, we deal with crazies, says Roy Sombrero. Oh, all right.
Fair enough.
Is the ick like herpes? No, it's just I thought it was a vibe. Yes, please save the cat. Mr. Q, we did. We saved the cat. We did the cat saving story. Cat's eyes are clean and clear. Can't have been outside for long.
Looked pretty little still. It's like the eyes were open, but
itty
still
bitty
pretty
kitty.
wee. Yeah, I got sweets before she ever hit her first heat.
Mr. Q saying, I bet he's a part-time furry. See that? Like, I knew this would go this way. I knew they'd see that guy and they'd be like, hey, I'm not saying he's raising red flags, but he is wearing a maroon hoodie. So what do you want from me?
Atomic Ray, I'm sorry.
No.
It
DeBacker's
is a
job
cat
isn't
house,
done.
but they're not selling the blonde. It's
Oh.
not for sale. Sorry.
Who's the blonde?
Blonde was the one holding it.
Oh.
Holding the kitten. Yeah.
Who's that? I believe I
Atomic
asked
Ray,
for
he
the blonde.
misunderstood. It's a cat house. It's a cat house. Yes, it is a cat house, but not that kind of cat house.
Oh,
It's
I
an actual
see.
house for cats. Yes. So you cannot buy the blonde.
Wild Saffron, putting what I was feeling into words better. Norman Bates smile. Okay, so yeah. Creepy cat dude. Yeah, Wild Saffron's with me on this. So I count that as a victory. I win. So suck it. Suck it.
So is saying
Suck
not
it long
sure
and
if you
hard from
heard-
tip to shaft. What?
USA is not admitting smokers. That's okay. I'm not a smoker. I'm a pothead. There's a difference.
Roy Sombrero
Still
saying,
let
yeah,
me
the ick means you're disgusted by something in your vagina. Oh. Feline herpes is an eye condition. Okay. We got our cat a new house today, says King Kong Dog.
Nice.
I'm hoping to hit that $3,000 goal for the GoFundMe for moving, and I'm hoping to spend like half of it or so on the whole like first month's down payment rent stuff. Hoping to have enough left over to get like a piece of cat furniture. I want the cats to like welcome the new place that I move them to with a new piece of furniture. They kind of feel like there's something for them to claim and own in the space. Like they'll have their other stuff. They'll have because I use Ivy's old and I don't do this like, oh, it's how I save stuff. One of our cats, my cat Tegra, she fell in love with Ivy's bassinet. So once Ivy was no longer using the bassinet, because it just reeked of milk and baby, she would just sit in it and purr. It's her cat bed now. So I filled it with like old flat pillows that I wasn't going to be keeping otherwise, and then I have like an old it's a 1950s style like Wonder Woman poster on a fleece blanket.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Oh, it was a gift. It was a gift for Ivy's mom. She didn't really care for it, so it became a cat bed liner, if you will. Now, so now the bassinet is what we adorably call the catsinet, and it's Tegra's supersized princess bed that she gets to have. So, a golden cat tree, right? A golden cat tree. I'm a maroon hoodie. Could just mean he's a Minnesota Golden Gophers fan. Oh, a maroon hoodie. Good God. Anyways, as long as it's not a golden cat turd. You know what I want? You know what I really want to do? I'll tell you what I want, what I really want. I want to build one of those like wall cat toy things where it puts a whole bunch of pads on the wall for them. Because it's not like I'm going to have like furniture to put up. You'll have cardboard boxes after moving. The cats will love that, says Mr. Q. Right? No, not really. I'm doing as much of my moving with plastic totes as possible. Because 2 reasons. 1, they're fucking huge. 2, they stack very, very well, and they have like straps, so I could stack them and then use like ratchet straps and things to lock them in. Like it's gonna be very good for moving. Yes, kitty climbing wall. I want a kitty climbing wall, SH. I would love a kitty climbing wall. And I want a kitty climbing wall that's designed with a elderly, somewhat not arthritic, but just issues with his joints cat in mind, where he has easy climbs to comfortable spaces so he can lounge. Because I love my cat. All right, so let's go to this. A mosaic was discovered in a mall in Rome. An ancient mosaic.
Oh, really? In a mall in Rome.
Right?
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. So they decided to unveil it to the public. And all I have to say is April was 2 months ago.
Yep.
Thank you. Really, that's all you've got to add? Yup.
April was 2 months ago.
Well, no, like, because, I can't zoom in. Well, screw that.
Oh, for Pete's sakes. Okay, I'm sorry. I see it.
I was trying to... How do you zoom these things in? Yes, I'm looking at it on Twitter, but I want to zoom in on the photo.
Click on the photo once, and then it should let you zoom it.
There we go. Oh. So yes, there we go. Pretty sure the Roman mosaic from ancient times didn't include people eating at McDonald's. Because like that looks like a burger in that corner, and that most definitely looks like a McDonald's fry box. And just they're eating fries. By the way, this is a weird question I just thought of just now. Have you even ever had McDonald's?
Have I ever had McDonald's?
Yes. It's American food. Did you ever eat it?
Yes.
So you've had McDonald's.
Yes.
Have you ever had their fish sticks? Have you ever had the fish sticks at McDonald's?
Allergic. I'm allergic.
So you don't like damn it. Fuck that. That was gonna be a fun
I
joke.
can't eat anything that lives in water.
Okay.
I get sick. Violently sick.
I was gonna do a gay fish joke, but fuck me.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I've never had a fish stick. Why? What's going on?
No, it doesn't matter. No, fuck it. It's too late. You can't save it now. Like, thank you for torpedoing this whole thing, because I got the picture up there, and I was like, April was 2 months ago, and I put that up there, and you're like, yep, and I'm just like, yeah, don't react to the as I led into it, ancient mosaic that they uncovered with blatant. Obviously, it's not an ancient mosaic. It's a McDonald's ad. It was a gag. It was a thing. But I was really disappointed I couldn't couldn't do that bit at all.
Sorry.
She's never had a fish stick, Johnny.
A fish stick. I know. I've never.
Roy Sombrero. It's the biggest restaurant in the world. It is. I don't know if they're in Canada, or more important, if she's gone to one.
They're everywhere.
Morocco has a McDonald's, right?
Yes.
Hell has a McDonald's.
Right.
They never serve the McRib. Anyways. All right. So yes, this was a thing that they were trying to pass off as is like an archaeological find. It was a fun little gag. I was having fun with it for a minute. But yeah. Mr. Q saying no walleye for Digger. Wow. Dude, here I'm gonna let me tell you, Mr. Q. And I'm gonna say this regardless of whether or not I'm about to look and see that you've contributed to the show today. Financially, I mean, everybody that's been contributing in the chat and your time, thank you so much. But the whole walleye thing, walleye's not that great. Walleye's okay. Like as a fish, walleye's okay. Have you had Alaskan pollock? Oh, same thing. It's a flaky whitefish. Like it's I'm sorry. We want to talk about quality fish. We're starting with salmon. Like, why is that funny?
I know.
Egg picker, what's funny about that? Salmon is where we start with quality fish. She's just over there
I think
hugging
it was
her cat.
funny that I can't eat your sea cucumber.
Digger can't eat your sea cucumber, Johnny. The U.S. military has a McDonald's and a Burger King and a Subway that are all the playable anywhere in the world within 24 hours.
Playable.
In the back of a C-130 aircraft. Yeah, that's sad.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you, Halliburton and No Bid Contracts, for making that shit possible.
Right.
Hey, Johnny, you know what they call a quarter pounder in France? A Royale with cheese.
With cheese.
Swordfish is best. I've never had swordfish, AP. I've never had swordfish. I want to eat swordfish. Especially if I get to eat the part where Halle Berry's tits are out. That's called mixing a food and an animal and a movie. Boom, trifecta. Did you see Trump's private McDonald's looked kind of crap? What private? Trump's got a private McDonald's? That's hilarious. That is hilarious. That is a market of wealth. How wealthy are you? I have my own private McDonald's. I get a Happy Meal whenever I want because there's no fucking line because I'm the only customer. It has a drive-through because I love irony. I eat inside all the time. It's got a full dining room, but only ever one customer.
Yes, well.
Honestly, though, if you worked at a McDonald's, I'm saying this as a McDonald's employee, how much would you love it if you worked at a McDonald's where you literally only had one customer? Because he's not going to show up all the time.
No.
And once he's
9
gone,
times out
you know
of 10,
you're done.
you're just going to be sitting there reading a book. Wait.
Right? And there's like extra food, so you can make it yourself for you because fucking why? Who cares? Johnny, have you ever been to Korean hot pot? To a Korean hot pot, or is there a restaurant called Korean hot pot? Answer to both, probably no. I've done a Mongolian grill. I've been to Ippon Ramen multiple times. That's probably the next time I have an extra $15 to splurge on shopping or eating. I'd probably go Ippin. I'd get Ippin. Because Ippin ramen, one, it's delicious. Two, especially if someone else is driving, I'm just going to get sake like a motherfucker. God, do I love their sake. Oh. I don't drink their sake to get drunk. I drink their sake because I like it. I understand now why, like, when you see, like, sake bars and things like that, you see dudes that are just like, they're just tossing it back. Stuff's fucking delicious. Oh, boy, is it a good time. Johnny, if you come to Chicago with Diggs, I'll get us hot pot. I don't mind trying hot pot. Hot pot sounds awesome. It's a Korean barbecue restaurant, says Ryan and Dirty Llama. That sounds cool. Nice. You should try K-Pot in Maple Grove. It's phenomenal. Well, I have to travel for that, and I don't mean to brag, but like, funds are tight. I'm asking for people to help support a GoFundMe to move and make $40 for a show. I don't really have drive to Maple Grove for hot pot money. You might want to take that sweet offer over to Imholt. He's probably got that kind of deal. I, myself, do not. All right, so there's the end of that story. We did that. I can get to my second hour stuff now. What?
You better... Lab Glass is threatening to take back his Venmo.
Oh, I'm going to take back my Venmo. What Venmo?
Yeah, I'm not sure what you did, but you better fix it.
Oh, I missed Mr. Q with $10. And so that takes us down by 10 to 30. And 22 minutes ago, I'm a horrible dick. I'm guessing Lab Glass with, come on, people, pop a lab. You now have 30 in your Venmo. All right, so, yeah, we just took today's goal out, and we're 5 into tomorrow.
Yay.
Thank you, Papa Lab Glass.
Thank you, Abby. Thank you, Mr. Q.
Those things
Thank you,
do
everyone.
that. So now we're at 60 for tomorrow. So everything that happened on Twitch today is going to go to tomorrow. And Rumble rants, if they kick us over and get us a Rumble buyout, we'll go into tomorrow as well. So we're fully funded today, thanks to Mr. Q, Papa Lab Glass, and everybody else that chipped in the other avenues that'll chip in later. Thank you again all so much. I am out of sorts. What's over there? Squirrel, what do you got over there? You reaching over there? You touching your pussy?
Cat. Yes.
She's stroking.
Patting the pussy.
She's stroking her furry pussy.
Stroking the pussy, yeah.
Well, thank you for all of that. Let's go ahead. And again, thank you very much, Lab Glass.
Officer Krupke. Breaking news. Canada just declared a terrorist state. I would not be surprised.
By who? Put a link in the chat.
Anyone.
I want to follow that. All right. I'm loading up our second hour stories. We've got a couple of fun ones to get in here. We might do the Meghan Markle one just because of you knowing more about it than me. Seems like a good time to do it while you're here.
Before we go any further, SH is in the house, and so is. Have you guys heard of? Oh shoot! Now I've lost it. He's an 86-year-old lawyer, super famous. He was the lawyer that Aaron Brockovich went to save all the people from the poisoned water, the lawsuit. Not for the life of me remember his name now, but he was sentenced to just over 7 years in prison because in his old age, instead of getting money to the people who need it and deserve it, he ended up embezzling that money from people. So he started as Robin Hood and turned into the evil king.
It's almost like money and power corrupt people. Like they had
Wild,
good intentions.
Right?
They had good
Who'd have
intentions.
thought?
And then they were cunts.
Right.
Strange. I will say this, since I was getting all the shows open up and set up and everything, thank you for just derailing us for... Oh, wait. Before we get started all that, did you know... Shoot,
I know.
I don't remember
annoys
who.
the heck out of me. Erica Jane's hubby. Yeah. Can't remember his name. I had it. It was here, and it was coming from my brain to my mouth. As I said, oh, yeah, by the way, And then by the time I got to it, it decided
The
to say,
description
nope,
makes
never
it,
mind.
I don't know if better or worse. I'm trying to figure out. It was coming from my brain to my mouth. It was in transit, and it got lost.
And it got lost, yeah.
The part that bothers me the most
Happens.
that happens, like it's cute and adorable when you do this, but the part... It's what?
It's not cute and adorable to me. I've been doing it to myself, and it gets worse. The older I get, the worse it gets, and the more annoying it is.
Right, but I have that issue for a variety of reasons too, and I've always told myself, well, it can't possibly be the weed. So if you have this problem and I have this problem, and we both smoke marijuana like crazy people, it can't possibly be the weed.
Well, I know for a fact it's not. It may not be. It may be made worse by the weed, but no, it's part of my health issues. It's the deteriorating mental faculties and yeah.
So you're gonna be.
Stuff.
So you're saying if I stay with you long term, you're gonna be a crazy bitch.
Well, yeah, not psycho.
Okay.
But I know.
But like
I
you're gonna
won't
put
know.
like you're gonna like what like you're gonna put like mustard on the
just get-
birthday cake like kind of deal.
It's gonna be more and more like 51st dates.
You're gonna confuse frostings.
I get worse over time, not better
Oh.
over time. So yeah, the life skills that I've done all my life, I will be able to handle. But other things.
So what
Like
we have to
remembering.
do is we have to get a VHS camera, and we have to record a message.
Record me saying.
So you can start every day, like waking up, seeing yourself on the camera, going, "Hey, you, blah blah blah," and they'll give you
By the
all
way-
your facts, and you know all your things, and then you just go, "Yeah," and there's a world out there. Okay.
Okay. Kind of.
I don't smoke and also lose names. I will know it, start talking or typing about them, and then the name has disappeared. I have issues like that. The way I've always referred to it, the way it's in my brain is the way I've referred to it is it's like there's like you're driving down a road, you're going towards the destination. You can see, let's say the destination is a fucking intersection. You can see the intersection in front of you, and then all of a sudden the road right in front of you disappears, and you know you had the destination. You know you saw it right there, but everything's gone. And it's just fucking, what the hell am I gonna do now? So, well, yeah. Tom Girardi, do your best.
Thank you, Tom Girardi. Yes. Thank you.
You could get
Girardi. I think you
tattoos
did
to
spell
help
it right,
remember
too.
things. Saw it in a movie once. Yeah, dude, I saw a TV show where one guy planned an entire prison break by using the tattoos he got over his whole body. So did you ever think about maybe getting things tattooed to remember things? I have a suggestion for a
that.
name you can put right above your nethers. Or you could do initials, because then you could tell people you're just kidding. Jokes.
It would be true and a memory thing.
Just kidding, folks. She F's a cripple. That'll be so fun when that's true. I love the people that are apparently like think it's some sort of weird burn to be like, you don't live with your girlfriend. Like, yeah, not at the moment. Like, we just met. I don't know if you know this. She's in another country. It takes a little time to work these things out. Yeah, but right now, like, you've never seen her, and it's like somebody who's voicing their own personal angst over. No, I swear she's a supermodel and she just works year round. Like, no, I've seen her. We do streams together. And then the best part is like this is all just a matter of time. And when that happens, we're just like, oh, well, burn for you. Anyways, we have a couple of different things to get into, and I grabbed all of these. I did want to wait on this one until you got here. So the York region of Canada, the police in the York region of Canada, apparently crime is up like quite a bit over there.
Yes. Well, yes, it's a very, very liberal. You should see the woman that they decided to make the mayor of Toronto.
I don't know if that has any bearing on this
York
story.
is a
Peppermint Patty.
section of Greater Toronto.
Is it? But isn't it where they make the peppermint patties?
No, different York.
Oh, well then.
Yeah.
Well, now I
know.
don't care.
Nowhere near as fun. I know.
What would you do for a Klondike bar? All right, let's go ahead and go to this. So The York region saw a 92% rise in shootings and a 106% increase in carjackings. I'm assuming this is over the course of the year. This is how the regional police are currently spending their time and Canadian taxpayer-funded money.
Yeah.
They're doing some sort of weird... They're doing a Bollywood dance.
Why are we doing a Bollywood
Because apparently
dance?
you guys are going to become India? I don't fucking know.
Well, like I said,
Look, dude, even the chick who's...
has got Vancouver, but
Here's the part that I love.
A lot of the country.
Here's the part that I love. Guy in the back, paid to be here. He's giving it about as much effort as you're paying him for.
He's uniformed. He's a high up in the Canadian RCMP.
Yeah, so as I said, paid to be here. He's giving it about as much effort as you're paying him for. Lady in the front, leading the charge, paid to help do all this, I'm sure. She's looking at them like, why are you guys so excited for this? You should not be this excited. Yeah. These guys have way more enthusiasm than these two. He's, again, like I said, paid to be here, giving about as much effort as you're gonna give him.
He did look like he was enjoying himself, honestly.
Well, it's just a jazzy tune. I mean, let's go back a second, and I dare you not to feel just a little shake in your butt. See, look at you, you're fucking bobbing. They're getting ready to punch somebody. Yeah, dude, she's like, what the fuck are you doing? He doesn't look real.
York Regional Police.
I'm taking this one off. He doesn't look real. I'm sorry. It's something about the lighting, the shadows. This looks like somebody put several prosthetics on a person, or actually, I'm going to go, his eyes are so dark, he looks like he's wearing a skin balaclava. He looks like his head is actually fake. Like he's going to rip this off like some sort of weird Total Recall mask. Like, again, there's something about this. He doesn't look real. I'm not wrong, right?
No, you're not wrong.
Yeah. He doesn't look real. He doesn't either, but I can believe it.
Yeah.
Again, she just can't believe white people pay for this. So.
What does this have to do with policing, I'm wondering?
I don't know, but thank God it's working. Because crime is, again... Oh, shit, I'm sorry. Way up. Yeah, so back to the drawing board. Good news, only a couple million, I'm sure. What the fuck is this? I have no idea. I want to know what... I was hoping you could explain what the fuck is that. What the fuck is that? Because, again, the link I have...
That being said, a few years back, we did officially change some words in O Canada so that it could then be translated and sung in Punjabi. So I think they are trying to make us India.
Well, that might have been a few years back. This video that I got was on Twitter as of June 3rd. So this is current, and I was hoping you could explain it. Because I don't know what the hell is going on here.
Yeah, I think they're succeeding in taking over.
Oh, dear Lord. We've got more videos of the police. Oh boy.
More of my police?
Oh, God, this is the next day. So this was some sort of thing that they held. This was some sort of event. Oh, boy. So the first day started with, hey, aren't you happy to be here and be a red dot? And the second day was $50 to the person who guesses how I taped back my baton. All right, I'm sorry. I am sick of this. Fucking drag shows, this kind of crap. If you're not singing and you're not really dancing, fuck off.
Show?
I'm sick of this. This is just, I need someone to celebrate me with absolutely as little talent as possible. Dude, it's a tape of Whitney Houston singing Rollin' on the River, and you aren't even dancing because you can't, because it's a little uncomfortable to shake your ass with the way you've got your balls glued to your taint.
Oh, gosh.
I'm sick of it. I am sick of it from a performance level. You have zero talent, you have zero skill, and you demand to be the center of attention and paid for your efforts, and you would like to not put any, well, no, I'm not going to say no effort. I'm not going to say no effort. They got to watch their diet. They got to hit the gym. They got to be, shapely so that way when they glue on their fake boobs, they have a womanly figure. Like, they got to work for that. But, like, no more effort than anyone else who goes to a gym every day.
Right? I'm sorry. I'm looking up just why they were doing this.
I love that I'm showing you clips of the last couple days, and you're like, why are they doing this? I didn't hear about this. This is my police department. I didn't even know this was a thing.
Right?
What?
That's the problem.
Thank God they all paid out of the taxpayers? What?
Yeah. Great.
Oh my God. Dressing in drag doesn't make you a queen. Queens have talent. No. Queens don't have talent, but they can at least lead an army.
It won't show me anything. We didn't find any results for York police dancing under the news category. Under all, I've got one YouTube video.
Oh,
they don't tell me what
your
it is.
own news media. Dude,
my own news media hides it all. That's the deal. We have no idea what's going on.
I love that
our
you come to this program and I dish you the goss on what's going on in your neck of the woods. That is so sad. Calling yourself a queen doesn't make you any less gay. Happy Pride Month, everyone. Cha-cha-cha, says DJ Eggpicker.
I think it's still Pride season here in Canada.
So
I'm pretty sure it's still
so
Pride
you're
season.
saying is
Starts
if
June 1st and ends in September.
It ends in September. So it's Pride season from June 1st to September. So if I get a passport, am I allowed to use a bow and arrow? Because I know you guys aren't cool with guns, and we know shovels are out the mix. How do I hunt the pride during Pride season?
Not allowed.
Oh,
not allowed.
See, because when you say it's season, that makes me think it's a hunting season.
I know. Unfortunately, not.
It's a shame. It's a lot of not good meat, going to waste. Let's get the York Royal Police's obsession with drag queens and pride on the taxpayers' dime is kind of concerning with the dramatic increase in violent crimes. Right? In the last couple of years, violent crimes and carjackings on the rise.
Yeah, not actually dancing at all.
They're not dancing any better than the drunkard at your local bar. The only difference is they're choosing to do it in kitten heels and using a strip of gaffer tape to keep their cock and balls. All right, whatever. They're wearing heels. All right. They're wearing heels. And by the way,
are tiny.
I've seen ladies wearing heels this high or higher do way more impressive things on the stage. So this is a whole bunch of you need us to celebrate. This is you needing us to celebrate you for being willing to do this in front of us. Where the rest of us are like, but could you not though? Because we don't care. And that's the worst part. That it's not okay for society to go, yeah, but we don't care. But I need you to. Well, too fucking bad. It's a lot of you problems, sir. A whole lot of you. But yeah, Magic 8 Ball, holy crap, Batman. Right? Again, I'm telling the person who lives under the jurisdiction of said police department about what's going on in your neck of the woods. Just not even a little aware. I'll see if this article says why this was. Right. Nope, no information on why this is. I don't know what that is. It looks like it was some sort of 2-day expo, because there's a banner with
probably the opening of Pride. Probably they literally are probably just opening Pride.
Well, then I'd like to say thank you for that that cross-dresser for once again proving that they're dumb. All righty. Well, that's that. Holy balls, we only have 47 minutes in the program. I keep forgetting. You helped this program go so fast. I appreciate it. I knew it. What? Ooh, there's a members-only stream. I don't care. Again, thank you, LabGlass, for that huge buyout of the show. If you throw in on Twitch, Rumble, PayPal, Venmo, all those, we count those when we can have those as payouts. My life is a little stressful. I don't want to worry about gay. If we don't have ice, drinks would always be warm. If we didn't have ice. Oh, I want to be Johnny's member. Well, Brian the Science. Update on that. I mentioned this earlier in the show. I submitted a request to YouTube to know why I can't authorize memberships. I went through after I got my show prep today, and I looked around for any way on everything to authorize memberships. Memberships it's listed there that's a thing that you can do. And I'm like, right, but how do you turn them on? And we don't have that. We have gifts. I don't know what gifts are, but gifts are enabled, super chats, super stickers. Obviously, you have the Rumble rants, and hopefully we'll have memberships on YouTube. We do have memberships on Rumble. Rumble memberships are great because, again, if we start hitting a certain number with the memberships on the two programs, then we don't do goals anymore. We just say thank you. It's discrimination. It is, Roy Sombrero. It's blatant discrimination. Oh, yeah, that's right. You were saying, what was it you were talking about today? There's a lawsuit going out against like Twitch and YouTube and them for their early days banning and woke
yeah,
stuff?
I didn't actually look into it much. But yeah, apparently there's a lawsuit going on about the censorship involved in YouTube and something else. Damn, I got sidetracked and I didn't look at the thing. Yeah,
I think it was Twitter.
It's interesting. In the last 48 hours, a lot of people, conservative commenters who have been kicked off of YouTube for ages, like since before COVID.
Yeah, I thought it was like, Twitch
for a
and
very
YouTube,
long time, and
Twitter
suddenly
and
they're all getting their channels back.
Yeah, I could have swore it was Twitter and YouTube, but I don't know. Did we ever find out if Mighty Meat got his shit back, or is he still?
I don't know. I completely forgot to ask him. Honestly,
we were there that whole time.
I know.
And I was quiet.
I was watching a hockey game.
I was quiet so much because I wanted to let you talk, and I didn't want to take up the chat, especially when that Max guy came in, and at first seemed like he wanted to rip on me like I was some sort of chud.
Yeah.
And then the funny part was though, oh, look at you using that Johnny K. Is that wait? Are you the real Johnny K? Like, I want to be honest. I never ever in my life expected somebody like, wait a minute, are you really him? Like it's not a thing. That shouldn't be a thing. And with a show this small, I should never ever. And I get that I'm associated.
Aaron.
Aaron got kicked from Twitch. What? Oh yeah, Aaron did get kicked from Twitch.
Oh, oops.
Aaron needs to be a part of that lawsuit. He got kicked from Twitch. Yeah, I don't know if it's on Twitch or if it's. I thought it was Twitter. Not Twitch.
No. I think you're right. It was YouTube and X.
Yeah, so it's not Twitch. Lurk mode. Got to hear. Lurk mode. Got to hear to wall fart. Okay. Only thing I went to Twitch for was playing Jackbox games, but then a couple of people ruined it. I don't know what that is, but hey.
I don't know what Jackbox game.
Hi, Pen. Good to see you. No Pen 15 Fathead. No, Pendejo. Pendejo saying sup everybody. I did not. Are you related to Sean Pendejo? Sean Penn? Are you related to Sean Pendejo? I know Tectone got kicked off Twitch. Someone a whore.
James Corbett. He does the Corbett Report. He is like one of the world-renowned, knowledgeable people when it comes to the JFK assassination. He's super, super intelligent dude. He got thrown off of YouTube years ago. He was suddenly, his YouTube channel was returned to him. The same with Dan Dix, the Press for Truth. He got his original YouTube channel
Same
back.
with Fish Dicks. He's a gay fish.
Fish Sticks made it too. They got their account back too. Good. Glad. I was worried about them.
Oh boy, I love this. You can't make this up. All right, so I've got a story about the Holocaust, or about a Holocaust survivor who was one of the people assaulted in the attack with the guy who was spraying lighter fluid and using Molotov cocktails. But I also have a fun one that I want to do first. So you guys know how they did I just want to open the image in new tab. I just want the image. They did a Black Thor a while back in the Marvel comics. You may not have known this, Digger. They did a Black Thor. I don't care. I've always said that it's bullshit to race swap a character for the stupidest of reasons. But now he's black, so black people could be like, he's my superhero. Like, fuck this. He's the god of thunder. Who gives a shit what color his skin is? Pick one and stick with it. But the point is, yes, they did that with a bunch of those. People would always lose their shit. I know for... Oh, dear Lord. I just realized something. This is the most racist picture I've ever seen. So this is a depiction of him in some part of what? America? No, that looks like Asgard, because there's like Asgardian statues, but there's graffiti on the... So apparently if Thor's black, he's from the hood and it's all not going well? Or is this supposed to be New York? Because there's a bridge in the background. I can't tell. Some of this stuff is throwing me off a lot. But the shoes hanging from the telephone wire and the graffiti, let me take your camera off for just a second. The graffiti on the statue next to this, like, again, this all seems very strange. I don't know. Anyways, they had to, so it's whitewashing to make roles of people of color black. So I guess it's blackouting is the one I've been going with. They've been blackouting a bunch of different roles and things all over the place. And people always say, that they're not okay with it. A lot of people are like, well, you're racist. And the response to it has always been, what if they made so-and-so white? Well, guys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, Marvel has gone the distance and made Black Panther white. In what may be the weirdest thank you ever. Thank you, Marvel, for proving the hypocrisy of the human race. They've made Black Panther white. I'm not making this up. They've made Black Panther white in the comics. People are losing their shit because they did that. And keep in mind, there's a lot of things, like this article links a thing about this, which is a story about the King of England, where they make him gay and handicapped. Again, to make us all feel included, they're like, what if history happened, but the guy was gay, black, and handicapped? First of all, I gotta say this, I kind of want a Dark Age wheelchair. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of, I want to rock that. I want to rock that at Renfest. Somebody take a fucking wine barrel and turn it into a chair for me. That seems cool.
It does.
It also seems incredibly preposterous. Like, nobody would do that. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I feel like if you were that weak, they would oust you. There were people propping you up because you are not the leader of the country if you are the gay black handicapped dude. You are the puppet of the country if you're the gay black handicapped dude. Because the people that are actually running shit, the able-bodied, probably white, straight people, I'm guessing, because they weren't on screen. They'll be coming around the mountain when they come, but they'll keep their little fiefdom in order while they have you to be the thing people get pissed at. So it's just, but yeah, now I just want that wheelchair. So yeah, that show that they did where they made the King of England a black gay guy and disabled, canceled after one season. Imagine that.
Which king it was meant to have been.
I don't know, but I don't care. It's
Yeah.
just hilarious. So anyways, I have to pull up this. This is a panel from it. No, that's the comic. Oh, here's the cover. Oh, not cover. That's the end of the panel. So then we have to go back to the other one. So here's the panel. There's an exchange happening between two people, Black Panther and somebody else, and they're talking about Wakanda. And Black Panther. I took you off the screen. I hit the wrong button. There we go. So I don't even know who that is. Black Panther and somebody else are fighting about Wakanda and the future of Wakanda. Somebody's on the ground in pieces, and we've got this dude weirdly covered, and he says Wakanda, and then we flip over. Mask off is mine, and it's Black Panther as a white guy. So everybody is freaking out about this because he's a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white guy. Apparently, T'Challa needed to drop some balls in a Swedish lady. So the people on the left should be all for this. Now remember, when you swap the race of a character, like his traditional race, for something else, that's inclusive, that's adding, that's freedom.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
It's a good thing. Yeah.
But if you look at the response to it, white-skinned Africans aren't natives. Well, actually, that depends. Were they born there? Black Panther is a native African, hence why his skin color matters. This is the equivalency of taking Native American but depicting it as a white person. Right. Or the equivalency of taking a white mermaid and depicting her as a black lady. Remember? Remember when we had to do that? It's so fucking funny. I love this. Because, again, it doesn't matter. I grew up, I watched a rendition of Much Ado About Nothing, a Shakespearean play. I watched a movie-esque rendition in it with top-notch names. We're talking Keanu Reeves was in it, Denzel Washington, fucking Michael Keaton. God, I loved Michael Keaton's character in it. Michael Keaton played the fucking just the lowest bit character. He was like the sheriff or something. He's just responsible for like one scene. And he's like, let it be known in such a place where dates and place and names are things recorded that this man called me ass. And that's it. Because he stops a dude, and the dude he stops goes, you, sir, are an ass. And he looks at him and he's like, I'm pardon, what did you call me? He's like, I called you an ass. He's like, could I hear that again? I called you ass. And that there's no like kerfuffle, there's no fight. And then they just go on about their business. And the next time you see him, he's before the prince showing these two what these guys did. And he's like, let it be known in such a place where dates and names and things are recorded that this man called me ass. And that's it. There's no follow-up. It's just funny. Like, why do you care? You care a lot, but we don't get any exposition. Anyways, so point being,
I don't know.
Point being, Denzel Washington was the black king. He was the only black person in the movie. It didn't make any racial sense, but you enjoyed watching the fucking thing because we weren't hung up on the racial divide of it. But the best part that I love about this is the hypocrisy, because now all the people that said you were racist for not liking Miles Morales as Spider-Man, you're racist for not supporting Ariel being black, you're racist if you don't support the new super woke Snow White, all of these wokey assholes that are like, well, it's male white misogyny racism, grr. all of these same people. Bullshit! Black Panther is not white and should never be white. Again, it totally doesn't matter. But once again, thank you. Thank you, Marvel, for proving the hypocrisy of all of this. It's like, but remember, we can whitewash. We can't whitewash a character, but we can black out everybody. It's a double standard. Someone else writing on again. These are the people. The Twitter backlash. Why do they need to F things up again? Why do they need to F things up again? Really, this is insane. Like every time they change a person's skin color, people would always say, imagine how offensive it would be if they made Black Panther a white dude. And they actually did it. Nobody asked for this. Learn sarcasm. I love that post. Tiger's awesome. Tiger's awesome. This is my favorite post of all time. This person is either the world's greatest troll or the world's scariest person on the internet. Either way, Crackalicious the Cyborg wrote, April Fool's Day was 2 whole months ago. I stole their bit for the Roman mural thing. I'm gonna take my picture off my camera off the screen for a second so you can appreciate the photo. This is why I'm saying if this is like a created photo for Crackalicious the Cyborg, this person's hilarious. But seeing as how I think I'm seeing, is that the trans flag or the pride flag? Yes. I'm guessing that might be an actual profile photo, which makes Crackalicious the Cyborg the scariest looking individual I've ever seen in a thumbnail. Let me guess, you don't represent your gender because, if you did, you wouldn't have a reason. You wouldn't have a reason to hang out in the ladies' restroom. Aw, I have to be trans. It's my only way to creep them out. Yeah, I know. That's the problem. Bird Nerd is proud of you saying, well, fuck that and fuck them. I like it when it's short and sweet. I like it when it's nothing but the facts. Fuck that and fuck them. Brian the Science saying, I just want to stop the race swaps. I do too. I don't even mind the race swaps when it serves a purpose. Like when it serves a literary purpose. Like we're taking the character in a different direction. Like let's say, for example, in the case of Black Panther is now South African, whatever. Okay, fine. But it's still kind of stupid. The Miles Morales one, the whole Peter Parker Spider-Man thing, like that swap, it was crappily done, and to cover up for it, they made the Spider-Verse, which makes me even more annoyed because now we have 8 million different versions of Spider-Man, and the Spider-Verse was built off of the Marvel-verse, which is why, like, they started making verses of things, song and verse. Oh dear Lord.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. So the internet is losing its shit over. Oh, dude. It says Zach Pizzas. I thought that said Zach Piazza, which would be funny. Anyways, let's look up if there are any more of these worth talking about. But yeah, the people that say that they race swapped Captain America with the whole, like, oh, they made Captain America black. Well, sort of. They didn't make Captain America black. Captain America was like a logo, like a badge. And they passed it from the original Captain America to Bucky Barnes, who was the Winter Soldier, to the guy who played Falcon as like the next. So like it was actually in story. It worked, which is why the Anthony Mackie stuff never bothered me. What bothered me is what they did with the character once they had it. Like, yeah, I'm Captain America. Of course, this is a country built on racism, and we have to address how white people have too much privilege. Like, I hated the whole I hated the whole Anthony Falco or Falco or whatever, Red Falcon. I hate how Anthony Mackie's character is Red Falcon, and he has to give a big long rant about how I understand how it's hard to be, or about racism in America. I'm a black American and all this other shit. And he's downtrodden because he can't afford to keep his family's fish boat up, even though it's like, you're best friends with Tony Stark. And even if he's dead, you're best friends with Gwyneth Paltrow, who played Tony Stark's side piece. Or did she? I think she did. Was it Gwyneth Paltrow?
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
Pretty sure.
So either way, when she gets done selling pussy candles, you know she can kick you enough to keep your boat in the water. Like fucking Jesus. Right? Penny Parker is fine. Penny Parker is lame and gay. I said it. I hate that. It's a super smart spider that controls a robotic suit, and I'm psionically linked with it. So do you pilot the robotic suit? No, but I transmit my thoughts and intentions to the spider who executes them through the suit. This is officially too much fucking work.
Very convoluted.
I feel like we could just cut out the middleman, fucking 86 Penny Parker, and have the robot be controlled by the spider. Congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man. Well, he's just a spider in a giant man tin can. Like, it could work. It could work.
Much better than the last one. It makes more sense than Penny Parker.
All right. I don't know. I'm just having fun. I'm just asking questions, Rumble. Speaking of which, I need to go back to Rumble so we can see how we're doing. Numbers dropping down as we're getting to the end here. Yeah, that usually have. Oh, wait, no, not over on YouTube. Holy balls. YouTube's climbing. We dropped a good solid 5 or 6 on Rumble, and we got 10 on YouTube coming in there. That's nice. Thank you for being here at the end of the show. We've got a good solid 20 minutes left in the program. And Penny's fine. It's dumb, but not completely tarded. Right, not completely tarded. Ironheart is full tarded. I haven't seen anything on Ironheart, comic books or Marvel Universe wise. But here's the weird. I have stopped caring about the Marvel Universe stuff. Like Deadpool, both loved and killed me enjoying Marvel. Because I'm just just kind of Spider-Ham makes more sense. Right? That's the next character that they need to add in Marvel Rivals. I want to be Spider-Ham. I want to oink into the middle of the game and take a huge shit on Peter Parker, and he just falls over dead. You stupid, cheap Spider-Man players. I want every one of you to sit on the ground crying, going, but why? The same way I do every time you show up and hit your ultimate. And it's...
How do you really feel, though?
I am so mad, but I'm not. I'm just red-faced because of my shirt, you bitch. Oh, God, that is still she's like, why is your face so red? I'm not. My face is red because of the camera, because I'm wearing a red shirt, you bitch. Like you do realize, no, nobody believes you right now. And your fingers are turning blue. We have questions. More importantly, why isn't someone called the ambulance? And that's the thing. I shouldn't talk about such stuff. I have a friend and I don't want him to get in any trouble. And I don't want to be too liberal with my mouth because my mouth is liberal, like my dick. Liberal. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Find Iron Man suit. Look at it in your garage. Make your own suit that's better than Iron Man suit with S6 and a middle school
$6
with $6 and a middle school diploma. Boom, Ironheart. Are you serious? That I thought she was somehow. And here's the worst part: like the whole Ironheart thing. Couldn't you give the whole franchise of Iron Man to his daughter in the movies and things? He had a daughter. Couldn't we do that?
Nah.
Gay and handicapped, aren't those the requirements for Canadian citizenship? I hope so. I wrote him a letter. I'm like, dude, am I Canadian and I didn't know it? Like, sweet. I'm gonna be over that border in a hot minute. And let's just say I'm gonna do some digging. Daughter was the original plan, but had to be black. Right, of course. Well, we'd love to use Morgan. She's really picking up where her father left off. Inspired. We think it's a beautiful, inspiring story. It says a lot about family values and picking up after your folks in terms of carrying the torch and continuing the legacy. But what color was she again? Yeah. I don't see how that's relevant at all. She's the daughter of Tony Stark. I feel like the character's yes, but what was her skin tone? Morgan was a white girl. Get it out! We need her to be black. Guys, we're making the Black Panther white. It's so insulting. Again, no, it isn't.
Yeah.
We'll kick reality to the curb to make it a black chick. We'll make it a white guy. Now it's insulting. It's not, again, for the people that are like, well, that's just stupid. It's like, yes. Now flip that exact same sentiment and put it on the other side, because that's the actual answer. It's just stupid. It doesn't matter if it's a black guy or a white guy. You shouldn't be upset that the Black Panther is white. You shouldn't be upset that Ironheart is black. It's all stupid. The people that push this crap is stupid. But again, I don't know. The Panderverse, make it lame and gay. Yeah, it is true. Johnny, did you see Elon claims Trump is in the Epstein files? Not surprised. Donald Trump and Elon Musk are on the out, so of course he's going to claim that. And here, I'll say this. Donald Trump is really going to have to, look, Donald Trump can silence Elon Musk whenever he wants. Release the fucking list.
Mm-hmm.
Let us see who's in the files. You're not there? Then you got nothing to worry about, homie Jay. Right. I got some questions. The original assassination, which tinfoil fat conspiracy, I don't think he was ever assassinated. I think he's alive and well. I don't think he's dead. I think it was faked. And I think the easiest way to fake it is to say he hung himself in his cell and he's dead now. Tell you what, whether he is really dead or just fake dead, him being dead makes it awfully hard for him to answer any questions.
Yep.
He certainly can't affirm or deny Donald Trump's involvement, since he is either real or fake dead or both. You know what? He's Schrodinger's.
He's neither alive
he's
nor
Schrodinger's map. He's neither alive nor dead, but either way, the children aren't all right.
Schrodinger's map.
Why is this not a more popular show? We just referred to Jeffrey. This is a take. This is a spicy hot take you won't get on Kino Casino, the Steel Toe Show, Melton and the Melton's Kindergarten Afternoon, whatever the fuck he does. You won't get that anywhere else. Only here will you. Only in this program will you hear. No. He's Jeffrey Epstein is Schrodinger's map. I love me for that. I do. My leg and foot are a little swollen. I might have to message my doctors tomorrow. Oh, they've been up. Might have to message my doctors tomorrow. There's two things I'm concerned about. Like, I finished my antibiotics. I wasn't going to ask for more, but the whole thing, it's not like it's cleared up. It's just, it's definitely gone down. I haven't had a fever this whole time, but I don't know. We never pinpointed the specific cause. And
is it still itchy?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
it's healing.
And the toe, the toe wound thing that we were talking about, that's still a thing. It's weird.
Still there.
Yeah.
Not healed.
I'm not sure.
Not good.
Yeah, I don't know. T. Jefferson, we're never going to see those files. It's hilarious that anyone thinks we will. Oh, I don't think we will either. I don't think we will either. But again,
No.
I don't think we will either. Tinfoil fat conspiracy, because I think Donald Trump is in on it and he's part of the whole smoke and mirrors thing. I think literally that's why he's there right now, is because he's oh my God, this guy, and he's sweeping for him, even though he isn't. Sir, are you dying? Pendejo, love your name. I have a leg infection thing, and we'll see how it goes. I dealt with it, and I was hospitalized for it, and it seems like it might not be done, and I don't know what's going on. So, we'll see. We'll see. Either way, we've got about 15 minutes left in the program, so I should, get over to some of this fun stuff. Holocaust survivor story. Do we want that? Do you want to do the Meghan Merkel video? What do we want to do first? Because we only got time for a couple, so we'll kind of take them how you want. We have the man. FBI says a man provided 270 pounds of ammonium nitrate. I think I want to save that for tomorrow. That's second hour stuff.
Yeah.
We have our third hour stuff too. So, you know what? I know what we're going to do. I can't figure out if this is real or fake. And I want your help to decipher whether or not this is real or fake. So this is the one we're going to do next.
Okay.
This is a some sort of guided wealth partnerships is what the name of this apparently is, based on the logo on the mug. I was about to say the mogo on the lug. Can you tell that I'm tired and I kind of want to just call it a day? I've been physically and emotionally stressed, and I just, you know what? I need it to be done. Trump knows not to mess with the Hebrew hammer, says Mr. Q. Who's the Hebrew hammer?
That's what I was wondering. Who's the Hebrew hammer?
If he's a Marvel character, we better make him black. For skin condition, I'm on a self-injection. Yeah, that's cool. I don't have a skin I had a cellulitis infection in my leg, and I thought we treated it. We thought we treated it. Anyways, can we see some fainting goats, says SH. I don't know. What's it worth to you? Trump knows how not to mess with. Oh, yeah. Trump knows not to mess with. We read that. So, yeah, let's go to this. I'm trying to figure out what this is. I don't have a fainting goats video, but I do have an adorable video that we can do to end the show. We are going to go through this. I can't tell what this is real or fake or not, and you might ask why. I'm going to play this for a bit, and I'm going to see if you can pick up what I'm putting down. I'll take me off the screen even to help lessen the clutter.
You could take me off too so that we can see the mug.
I get here when we open most days, and I like to get started on my day and trying to sort out my tasks and responsibilities that day. About 3 days a week, I'll go home and I've got a little home gym, and I go and lift and.
Are you picking up on it yet?
It doesn't work a whole lot.
Right?
He's got a lot of good stuff. I mean, a home gym. And...
That's great, right?
Wow. Yeah, must be nice.
Must be fucking nice.
Yep. Well, it's 2:20, by the way.
Oh. Well, then I better hit play.
Enjoy doing that, kind of take my time and then clean up. My wife will, she stays at home, and so we'll have dinner, and then we enjoy kind of a quiet evening together. We're empty nesters now, so that's been kind of fun. I grew up in a blue-collar home. My dad was a union plumber.
That's the one that really hit it for me. I'm sorry, union plumber. You're not, look, in this country, if you're a union worker in a skill like as a plumber, you're not like fucking high on the hog, but you're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
And that's been a thing like going forward. Even more. It's like this weird subtle brag. And this is, again, this is your financial advisor.
So money at times, was tight, raising 2 kids. Where I had been in school, my parents, my mom in particular, became concerned about our education and were we learning the things we needed to. And so they, made a pretty big sacrifice putting us in private school. In hindsight, I really appreciate that. My first job was in public accounting, and I decided that wasn't
a good fit. I wasn't making enough money in public accounting. I really like handling your money and making a lot of money. That way I get to make my own hours and fuck off in the middle of the day.
A good fit. So I was trying to think of what could I do for a living, doing something I enjoy, and finance came to my mind, and working with individuals, because I thought about people like my mom and dad.
People who had private home gyms and again, people who could put you in private school. Again, private school, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
In parts of California, plumbers are charging $2,500 to install a water heater, not including the water heater itself.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this is where, like, the minute he said my dad was a union plumber, I'm like, all right, Like, no offense. Like, and I'm not, I know it sounds like Gen Z. I'm trauma bragging. Don't relate. I grew up in a house that should be condemned. It was a trailer. Well, not should be. It is. I'm pretty sure it's not even there. I think it's been bulldozed or burnt to the ground or both. I grew up in a trailer home that was like a property that probably should have been condemned. And it was not good. But I grew up very, 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 very poor. I spent a summer for about 3 months pretty much homeless, vagrantly wandering the Nevada area with my parents. So, like, this whole, times were tough. We pinched money, raising 2 kids. It's like, no, you don't know pinching money. You do. You really, really don't. And the proof of that is, again, now all that's fine. I just can't tell if this is real or fake or not. This is one of those, like, he's so nonchalantly, unironically, stupidly rubbing his, like, wealth and success in the air to the point where I'm like, are you trying to, is this real or not? Because I'm not saying, none of this makes me think you're a good investor. It makes me think you took people's money. Like, that's it.
Yes.
You have a lot of money. You're doing great. But how do you doing? Like, where's we are halfway through this video. Where is any talk about, like, the money we've made for our clients? Watch, I'll hit play and he's immediately going to do that.
Who'd worked hard all their life to save what they had and needed somebody they could trust to give them good advice. Me and my 2 partners, Scotty and Eric, we have similar backgrounds. And I think, therefore, we have similar personal values, and we really enjoy a more laid-back environment.
We don't want to be here working late hours to make sure you're making money. We don't want to be. We really like the idea of just kind of fucking off and getting drunk at 2 in the afternoon. Because, like, fucking Steph will answer the phones and she'll tell you we're in a meeting. I mean, it's kind of true. We're meeting in Doug's office to toss a few back and watch a porno and loosely make jokes about the chick's sloppy tits. But I mean,
we really want everyone here to enjoy coming to work every day, to feel like they're making a difference. I think it really enhances too the experience our clients have.
Again, experience what? You're a financial advisor. There isn't an experience. You know what the experience is? I have money. Where should I put it? Here, here, and here. And then they come back and they go, that was good advice. I've been making money. Here's your percentage for helping me figure all this out. What's the experience? Like, well, I really didn't like the last part of the experience. Like, the roller coaster went up the hill and then my stocks went down. Like, ooh. I can't tell if this is a thing or not. I
honestly can't tell either.
It's gotta be fake.
When they come into our office, because I think they can sense that we genuinely enjoy being together.
Right? Like when your wives don't know you guys are touching each other's butts and other parts, so like the clothes are all optional, right? No. It's a work vacation, honey. It's a work vacation in the Bahamas. None of us are bringing our wives. It's a work vacation. We don't want to get distracted. We're not going to go out to the bars. We're not going to drink. We're not going to party. We'll be in the rooms 24/7. Don't believe us? You can call. It's a work vacation. And they didn't believe him, and they called, and the guys were always there. In fact, I heard that they were so excited that after long ringing, the guys would answer the phones just pantingly out of breath because they raced over so hard and fast to get the phone. No, that's why I was just a lot of stuff in the way. We're working very hard on this work vacation, and I had to cross over. There's tables and everything. It's like a conference room here, and I had to run the length of it. That's why I'm out of breath. Not from sucking dick.
Nothing else.
Why would you think
Nothing
that?
else. Nope.
All right.
And working together on their behalf. I think one of the things that creates the most stress for people is
It's got to be fake. It's got to be fake. This has got to be fake. Because, again, it's 2 years ago.
They feel like they're not prepared to take care of their family.
Well, nobody is. Then COVID hit.
Yeah, that's kind of.
I'm going to go ahead and call it
Right?
fake. I'm gonna go ahead and call it fake, but maybe it's real. Either way, painful. And
Hello, Laura. Thank you.
there we go there. And it killed more than enough time. That guy is Thorazine the person, says T. Jefferson. That might be the best. Laura Connor, hello panel and chat at Just Kidding LC. Just subbed, liked, hope you're all okay. I know the lovely Digger 1420 who joins No Fucks Given channel. Yes, thank you, Laura. Thank you. The chat on Rumble is not on the screen, mostly because I don't have a solid way to tie it in. Alternatively, it has given the Rumble chat the freedom to be the Rumble chat, and so it's proven beneficial to all parties involved to not be on the screen. But thank you for being
That's
here.
where we go when we say things that are naughty for YouTubes.
Because as Digger would say, YouTube is asshole.
Asshole.
We do have like 2 minutes left, so I'm not going to do any of the other stories or stuff that I had. I do have a short little video to play for us for YouTube. You'll enjoy this, and so will Mr. Q. So it's loud apparently.
Uh-oh.
All right. This is just a fun cats and dogs video. I felt like we did rabbits yesterday, so we'll do cats and dogs today. This is a fun little cats and dogs video. If you enjoy the program, the PayPal links are in the top, the Venmos, all that. You can always throw that over there. Subs, likes, all of that helps. Thank you for any support you give this little stupid program. And there, and go. Okay. Oh, that cat's planning murder.
Give me a high five. Thanks.
Why would you do that to your dog?
Oh, that's just not kind.
What?
The slow-mo fall.
Whoa, no! That poor dog! Ah! That one's awesome because of the person. Oh, dude, is that Aaron? Jesus. All right, so there we go. The dog getting vacuumed was actually kind of nice. So the rest of it, I was hoping these would be better. This one's not bad. That looks like Al before he lost all his weight.
Thanks.
All right, but that's just mean. Anyhow, Poop Dog, they did him dirty with that cut. I think she meant poor dog, but I like that she accidentally hit the P instead of the R or whatever, so now just Poop Dog. Great ending. Good night, everyone. Yeah, Mr. Q always enjoys the animal videos. We'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time to do this here program, maybe with the lovely Digger. I don't know. That's always up to her. What do you have going on? When and where can they find you throughout the week? Tell them where you're at.
I will be back in an hour and a half on my channel, and it's Chatting with Chat. So whatever you kids want to talk about, you come on over in an hour and a half, and we will talk about it.
Ha! So that's where you can find her and all that fun stuff. All right, people. You have a great time. We'll have a great time tomorrow, and then we'll have a great weekend. Thank you for helping us fund in. We're already 5 into tomorrow, I think, or more. I forget. What was it? Yeah, it was like 5. And then whatever happens on Twitch. So we might be another 5 in there, maybe down 10. So awesome. Thank you. Bing, bang, boom. We're gone.
And sleep with me. Come on. Why won't you sleep with me? Shut up. And sleep with me.
Clip it.